Hello.
Nice, Sanjeet.
Okay. Hello. Welcome back to Queen is Dead. I am Sanjeet. I have Dhruv, Aryan, and Amartya with me. And we are back to discuss the hot topic in the trade right now, which is the Oscars, which will
Every time,
hopefully
every year, it's like this. So it's not like a new
every,
thing.
every year. Yeah.
Every year, yes.
I mean, the whole point of this episode is a little bit of therapy for Amartya mainly because I too haven't seen, so I'm not angry about anything in life.
Yeah. Same. I'm
Yeah.
not angry. I can't be angry about the Oscars. There's no point, I think. So
What will you be angry about, Dhruv?
my cold, Sanjeet.
But you can be
That's it.
scared. Like,
Thank God you didn't say free guy.
No. Who cares about that movie now?
No,
No, even the makers have probably forgotten that they made it 2 years back.
yeah,
Nobody
yeah.
Right.
remember.
Amazing.
Bindas good.
Amazing.
Yes.
So we'll go through basically every
Most
category
categories
and
today, right?
discuss
Yeah. We are not
most
covering
categories.
the shorts right now because none of us have seen like a exhaustive list of them. Neither, and then we'll
Mm-hmm.
skim through some categories which I think, like
We are
we've
covering documentary,
seen.
right?
We are covering them, but
Yeah,
we'll like not
yeah,
dwell on them that much because we've not.
Mm-hmm.
Amartya and me are due a episode on the docs in any case, so you'll probably
yeah.
get that soon. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
We start with the
Okay.
technical awards though, right? Yes.
We'll start with mostly technical stuff, but it's mostly random, right? Like
We'll go
kind
sound
of.
and visuals, right? First we'll go sound and then we'll
Sound.
go visuals. Yes.
We
So
let's
yes.
start with the score.
Score,
So the
yes.
nominees are All Quiet on the Western Front, Babylon,
Yeah.
Banshees of Inisherin, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fablemans.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
If Babylon doesn't win this award, these people are on crack.
But movie is also a bit of like that, no?
did
I
it
mean,
win?
Yeah.
Who won for First Man Wale? You remember who won?
first one he
Justin,
only won. I think Justin Hervis won or no?
No. He didn't
No.
win
He
Okay.
Oscar.
didn't win
He
for
won
La La
BAFTA
Land.
or something.
Okay.
Yeah, he won
Uh,
the Golden Globe.
yeah,
Golden Globe, not
Golden Globe,
BAFTA.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. Because
Oscars, I remember him losing.
this is the only nomination for Babylon, if I'm not wrong. I don't think Babylon
No.
got
There's
even.
costumes and all that stuff too.
Oh, they
it
got that.
has
Thank God. Okay. But
Production design also it has. There's a lots.
I
There's
don't think
lots.
so.
There's
I think there's
more than
two.
enough.
this is the
Babylon has,
one.
I
yeah.
think.
First of all, this. Second of all, this is the one award Babylon should win.
Hmm.
Honestly, because that score is
Mm-hmm.
top tier level score. I think Hurwitz was on another level when he was playing the jazz.
Hmm.
The
Yeah.
saxophone, especially during that track. What was the name of the track? Voodoo
Mm-hmm.
Mama.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But it's always like very surprising, like how Horvitz like trumps himself with like every film that he does.
But I think he
Yeah, even like
works a lot of his movies, at least, or three of his movies he made, Damien
Remember,
Chazelle, like they're all very musical driven, right? Like, I mean, La La Land is
all
of
four
course
of them.
musical. Fourth
I
is
mean,
what? The Madeline sits on a bench or something.
yeah,
No,
this was
Whiplash, La La Land, First Man, and then this.
I forgot
Hmm.
about Whiplash for some reason. Sorry.
the one
Uh,
movie for music.
so yeah, exactly. Sorry. Cold. The cold is speaking. No,
Hmm.
but no, it makes sense. Like, I mean, I like the score quite a bit for that. I really like the everything. No, everything. See, I've just seen it yesterday again, so it's in my head. But the score for
Hmm.
that, I don't know if it's. I don't know. Like
You know
maybe I
what?
wasn't
Honestly,
enamored by
even
it.
though it's my favorite film of the year, I don't remember the score of Everything Everywhere All at Once at all.
It's not.
It's not
Yeah.
remember the score per se. It's more like it's how do I explain this? More like sounds punctuating all of the weirdness.
Hmm.
But
It's not
that's
exactly.
but
I
that's a
think more
different
than the
award, right?
score, it works because of the sound design, right?
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Hmm.
I'm not even so. This is my, I guess, Philistine moment. Like, I'm not even crazy about the Fableman score. So
Yeah, it's
I
No,
it's
this is
don't
not.
good.
understand. Is it
It's
just the
not great.
John Williams is
It's not
there?
I
that.
think it's they gave it out of this obligation in a way because it is his supposedly
Last film,
last
right?
Got
collaboration
it.
with
Okay.
Spielberg, right?
So
Yeah,
yeah.
possibly.
Any
Because
others? Any other
Isn't it
scores you
legacy,
guys know which you think were like great?
Del Toro's Pinocchio.
Yeah,
the
that's
band?
on the
Batman,
display.
Batman.
Batman score.
Batman, Matt Reeves. Yes. I would.
Batman.
So my rogue pick here is Stars at Noon. Uh,
Okay.
Claire Denis
Rogue
film.
pick.
The one.
Hmm.
It's a
Clear
great soundtrack, by the way. I mean, they generally are Tinder Sticks. They do the soundtrack for her. movies.
Mm.
It's like
Yeah.
incredibly, again, jazzy, soft jazzy. Uh,
So
And
what I want here to win is Babylon.
hmm,
yeah.
What I definitely want here to win is Babylon. If not Babylon, what I would not be too shocked if Banshees wins. I think
okay,
Banshee's score is also quite good
yeah.
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
part
yeah, it's
to
beautiful.
beautiful score.
Yeah.
But what will win? That's the trickier question.
Oh,
What will
you like the All Quiet score. I somehow forgot to mention it. Can you explain what that score is? Because I don't
Can
understand
you
it.
explain?
can you explain?
No,
Wow.
like I
Okay.
don't. Firstly, I don't understand how it's used, and secondly, I don't even. I thought I wrote that it was like from a metal band, like they brought that sensibility to the score, and I was like, really? In a war film
I
set
think
in
that
World War
was
One.
for me one of the biggest turnovers.
Unless like Rob Zombie is directing, then I wouldn't expect that
It's
statement,
a
honestly.
odd choice. Amartya liked it, so
I was
I
very
was
put off. I
wondering.
was
I,
very put
Yeah.
off
no,
by
no,
that
I like
song.
the score, but then again, you are also sounding like a music philistine because for some reason, metal isn't the word I would use to describe that
I
So,
score.
mean,
And
it was very weird.
Okay. Sorry, sorry. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go
was
ahead.
Tar the score? Why isn't it
I was
nominated?
saying Tar
Tar
doesn't
doesn't
have
have a
original
score.
score.
Yeah, that's
Doesn't it have Hildur Guðnadóttir's original stuff also in it?
yes.
Hilda
So
Gunnadatta's
kind of
other score should be nominated from your guys' favorite movie, Woman
I know.
Talking.
I'm not talking about that.
So I think that's one of the best things about that film. So I thought that score was great.
I don't
Aryan, what
disagree.
about you?
I have been listening to the score of Decision to Leave on loop since
Oh,
the
this is
past
back
entire
again.
week while studying or while doing any work. And
Aryan,
legit,
we had discussed this. We have to leave that movie out.
I know, but
Decision to Leave is perpetually in every category for us, all
I
of
know,
us.
but
Who's given the score?
it's
Do you know
it's
that?
seeped into my sub. I just googled actually.
Yeah.
The music director is Jo Young Wook. Sorry to
Mhm.
butcher that name, but I've been
Mhm.
listening to that score like
Oh, it's
on
a
loop, and
beautiful score.
apparently it's not available on
It is
Spotify.
there
You
on
cannot.
Spotify.
It's there on Spotify. I
It's
listened
See,
to
not.
it.
It's not
me
available
and
in all
I've
copies.
consistently messaged Sanjeet about which track I'm listening to now.
I'm
About
so
it.
like listening to it online on Wink and all,
It's
and I
No,
was
there
but
going
on.
through
Wink.
it.
It's there on Spotify.
I think
Okay.
no,
Spotify
I
puts
think
there.
the decision to leave snub is like it's such a large and huge snub at this point that we can't give that snub justice unless we talk about it for an entire
Yeah.
point. You need to
Like
make an
every
entire
category, we'll put it in. No, so like there's no point in sort of
yeah,
bringing
exactly.
it up again and
No,
again.
no,
I guess.
there is a point. No, no, there is a point. But my point is, we can't just bring up decision to leave in every single category. We can't do that. We have to
You
Hmm.
know,
talk about it separately.
you,
That's all I'm saying.
you know what my rogue pick would be? I just
What?
Yeah.
realized. Amsterdam had a pretty decent
Yeah.
score.
That's not a rogue
Yeah.
pick. Actually, that's a very good score. It has.
No,
That's one of the
I
best
mean, I'm
things
just
about
using
it.
the terminology,
Yes.
I
that's all.
haven't seen that movie. I
Score.
haven't.
Listen though, Amartya, the score is
Score
really
is very
lovely.
Really
nice.
nice. Yeah.
I mean,
I
I
mean, all
personally
David O.
like
Russell films.
that
Yeah.
movie, honestly.
What's
So I'm like
the
one in
who
the
gave the
minority
score? I
here.
forgot the
Daniel Pemberton.
Daniel
Pemberton.
Pemberton. Yes, yes. So
Hmm.
lots of options. I'm again the bafflement
But the bigger
continues. I
question,
guess with
the bigger question here is who is going to win?
All
I
Quiet
don't
on
know
the
who'll
Western
win.
Front.
I don't know who'll win, but my
Admit.
pick would, of course, be like Babylon or like Banshees because,
I think Babylon will win, man.
Babylon will win probably. Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
looks like it to me also, but I
yeah.
don't know. I really like Babylon generally. So, okay,
Yes,
moving on. The next category is music original song. The
yes.
nominees are Applause, Tell It Like a Woman.
This is the
Second is,
movie, by the way. This is an anthology movie, by the way, which is only nominated for this, which is a very weird, one of those weird things.
I didn't even
I
know
will be surprised if anybody had seen this movie, to be very honest with you.
that. No.
Not many
Second is
people.
Hold My Hand, Top Gun Maverick.
What
Third
is
is Lift
this?
Me Up.
The
When is
Lady Gaga
this?
Lady
song.
Gaga song. The
When is
The
ending,
this?
end credits.
Ending?
When
Yes.
does it
Hmm.
come? Okay, ending. Okay, never mind.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Lift Me Up, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Naatu
Okay.
Naatu, RRR.
Yes.
इसके बाद ना नाटू नाटू जैसे इसके बाद वो कुछ डालते हैं इंडिया कुछ गाना
Ha ha.
एयर रहमान्स जय never mind. And then This Is a Life, Everything Everywhere
What
All
is
at
this?
Once.
I just watched it yesterday. I don't
यार
know.
honestly मुझे
Mix
एक
हो
भी
गया
गाना
हुआ है.
इसमें से नहीं पता सिवाय नाटू नाटू के.
What is Lift Me Up? What is this? Is like I genuinely don't know where
Lift
these
Me
things
Up
come.
comes in credits Wakanda Forever में
Oh yes,
ये मुझे
that
याद है.
actually I remember. It's actually not a bad song
And
also.
Naatu Naatu.
Lift Me Up is the Rihanna song, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
right.
correct,
yes. That's the
correct,
tribute, right? Almost like the whole. It ends
correct,
Which
the.
correct.
the
Yes,
Bozeman tribute.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
So
nice, but
surprising,
I'm not sure
So
what
surprising
is this
category
is
again.
life.
Like,
Like I know what my life like. Not an existential question. I don't know what this is life is. The
suddenly this
song.
is. Let's talk about Malik podcast.
There's a lot of Malik in a lot of these movies. I will go to it. The woman
मजे
talking maybe
आएंगे चलो.
influence hai, life, everything everywhere all at once maybe thoda bahut hai. With the but
उसमें तो
that's
Everything
सब है,
everywhere, it's there.
सब
Yeah,
है
yeah.
उसमें.
Everything everywhere. I agree. Yeah, yeah.
woman
no,
talking
but
But
में भी
like
है इतने सारे वो idyllic
again,
fields के through जो जाते रहते हैं वो क्या
no, but the point is, none of us have a dog in this race, right? We don't give two shits anyway. So it's like Natu Nat is going to win. Natu Nat, we all want to win.
I
So
think they
Yeah.
didn't nominate like Guillermo del Toro's this thing, Pinocchio's
Yeah, why not
song.
Ciao
Hmm.
Papa? That's really
Only
lovely also.
I love it. I am
Yeah.
absolutely a fan of it. But I think they want RRR to win. I don't know.
yes,
अच्छा
I
that
basically
way
feel.
okay. चलो
they
ठीक
want
है.
RR to win. Lobbying कितना किया, कितना पैसा डाला, उसके ऊपर तो
Yeah,
depend.
they spent like 80 crores on it. Just
What?
the yeah,
Yeah,
80,
of course.
including like the screening that happened in like I think Rotterdam, somewhere else, somewhere in like Europe also it happened.
बाप रे.
क्योंकि हमारा कंट्री ने तो चेलो शो भेजा है, इसलिए तो कोई फायदा तो हुआ नहीं. जो
Aryan sir, what do you think, sir? Please give opinion, sir.
I think Natu Natu will win. Definitely.
yeah,
Hmm.
this is the one award that Triple R is going to take, hands on.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
nominated only for this, which is
Yes,
another
exactly.
discussion which we'll probably have in the. I
Yes.
will at least bring this up in the best picture, considering there's a bunch of stinkers around. Not
Hmm.
stinkers, but like disappointments.
No, it's Tinker. One of the
But
is
did
getting
are we missing out on any other film which had a song apart from like
That is song.
Decision to
I
Leave?
mean, you mean Hindi picture ले आए फिर तो होंगे बहुत सारे.
फिर तो
And like
probably
even
next
South
from next
का.
year onwards, this would be the thing.
Yeah, I don't understand why they don't
Won't be
like. I
surprised.
see. I thought this is my Oscar rant, I guess, but like I'm like
Hmm.
I don't
Go for it.
understand the
Start.
Oscars
But
only.
this is your Oscar.
This
Yeah,
is
like
the
I
money
don't
shot.
understand.
This is why audience comes
Hmm.
Like
to
I
listen.
don't understand them only. Basically, is the thing. Like
nobody does.
yeah, I like don't get how they decide. It's all about lobbying then, right? Because like there's so
Yeah,
many
yeah.
other
Yeah, yeah.
things. Right, it's
Hold on.
nothing. It's not about anything else. Because bolo, huh? Yes, Amartya, you're raising your hand up.
Yeah, you are.
Wise
Are you,
man words.
no, are you seriously asking the question that you don't understand how the voting procedure works, or are you asking it because you are which one?
It's a rhetoric.
It's rhetorical. I don't think I know. I don't want to know because if I exactly know how
Amartya
it
is
works,
like
I'll be even.
explainer like to
I'll be even less discouraged. But I told you I don't take Oscar seriously. It's basically for me fantasy football. That's the way
No,
to go about it. I think.
he's not wrong in that regard, though. The fact that he's talking about it like fantasy football is basically the same thing anyway.
Yeah,
It's
or kya. It's like in
Hmm.
fantasy, at least I know, at least in like actual football, not like soccer, so, like whatever. Like in that you no, but you get points in that system based on specific things, right? It's not like you won't get rewarded, so that's how you select people. It's not like
I also
Yeah.
bring, I also
yeah.
bring the question up because there is one other category in which in which one of the nominees got introduced very suddenly. This is one of the bigger
Yes,
categories.
good
Yes,
thing.
Hmm.
Foreshadowing.
yes, yes, and that is why we really might need to talk about how the voting system actually
Yes.
works here.
Yeah. I mean, yes, we shall. But before that, we will go to sound, which is the
Hmm.
amalgamation of what the two things,
Sound
right? Which they
mixing,
didn't know
sound
what it meant.
mixing.
Sound.
sound mixing
Yes.
and sound editing.
Yeah,
Yes.
because they didn't understand कि दौरा क्या चल रहा है, and a lot of viewers also didn't understand.
So
कि
stupid,
This
man.
is
So
for
stupid.
Indian audiences. This is for
Yes.
Indian audiences. जो जनता AIB का चैनल छोड़ के है ना वो यहाँ पे अमरता को सुनने आती है. Okay. So
By the way,
next category.
I actually have a genuine doubt. Have they said anything regarding are they going to give out some of these technical awards offline like last year?
Probably
No,
they
no,
will
no.
do that,
Yeah.
right?
No, they will give the award system. It's cool.
Thank
आ
God.
गया.
So they're giving it back.
अच्छा.
They're like as in like because
Giving
वैसे भी
it back.
numbers तो down है ही. So like
हो
it
गया ना
doesn't
नहीं,
matter.
Top Gun डाल दिया
Academy
उसमें आ
Awards
जाएंगे.
will go to some streamer very
Listen.
soon.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's going on some streamer for sure and very soon.
I'm
And then
guaranteeing you Netflix is buying it.
And
No,
then they'll dominate. No, their
I'm
bias will come then.
I'm surprised
Hmm.
though that they haven't fully committed to nominating the most popular films all the time.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
I
that's
think
what
the
happens,
switch
right? Like,
is happening now very gradually,
which is
Well,
subtly.
kind of
fine. Like,
are.
I think there
Till,
should
yeah,
always be a mix of the two,
Academy
yeah.
Awards is
ideally.
quota system. Okay,
Yes.
every
Mm,
film or everything is
It has
just
al-
reserved for something else. It's not
mm.
like
Okay.
it has
I
always
what's
it
Yeah.
has
popular, what's good.
yeah
All of that is just
yeah
secondary.
इसीलिए
Mm.
इसीलिए तो लास्ट ईयर पैरासाइट को मिल गया था इसलिए कोरियन मूवी का कोटा खत्म हो गया इसलिए इस साल
लास्ट
कोई मूवी में वो
3-4
Last
साल
to
हो गए
last to last.
2019 वाला था वो,
हाँ
तो
वही
2020 वाला था,
that's
तो
what
भी
I'm
बोल रहा हूँ.
talking about, right? Korean movie का कोटा खत्म इसलिए no more Korean movies are going to be nominated. It's the same simple logic here.
हम्म.
ओके इतना
इंडिया में
Okay.
सॉन्ग तक ही सीमित है तो आई थिंक
साउंड
Okay.
सर साउंड से हम लोग कहीं और ही चले
Sound,
गए हैं.
sound, sound,
Yes,
sound. All quiet on the Western Front. Avatar: The
that
Way
will
of
win,
Water.
by the way.
yeah.
The Batman.
Yeah.
Elvis. Top Gun: Maverick.
I think All
What do
Quiet
you
will
guys
win
think?
because
It's
it's
how
a war film.
I
how
don't
it's Top
think
Maverick or all quiet on the Western Front.
I think it's all quite on the Western front, but from a very objective point of view, I don't even see how any film in this list is anywhere near to the Batman. In
Hmm.
terms of the sound design, the Batman, I mean, oh god, out of both the times that I watched it in the theater,
क्यों
it's
एल्विस
I
में
want
आपके एल्विस में नहीं मजा आ रहा था आपको जब ब्लास्ट हो रहा था सब कुछ.
listen अगर
yeah.
मेरे पास हर चूतिए कवर सॉन्ग है of Elvis का song and I'm putting it and intersplicing it everywhere. I don't call it sound mixing and sound editing. I call it master mixing. ठीक है ना? उस मूवी के बारे में मुझे मत बोल.
I mean पूछना तो पड़ेगा ही.
You
संजीत
liked
ने तो
it
आधी
better
छोड़ी
than
हुई है
me.
और
Imagine.
संजीत ने तो देखी नहीं.
No, but
Arey
I'll get
wow.
back to it. I
So
think my
what point
opinion
did
will
you
change.
stop?
Like 20 minutes and 25
Oh,
minutes.
that's
so-
it. Okay.
Yeah,
Fine.
yeah, yeah. Not
I
deep.
watch the good parts. It gets worse.
No, I feel I'm going to like it. My opinion has changed
Who you
already.
like? Nice.
No,
You
no,
won't like it.
earlier. I don't know. My opinion has already changed in my head.
Yeah, but
So
winner for this is
भाई
either All Quiet or
यार मैं तो
Top Gun.
Maverick लूंगा. Sorry.
It's either All Quiet or Top Gun Maverick. I want Maverick because वो plane का जो sequences है along
Oh
with
yeah.
the content.
Yeah, because Maverick is the one. Maverick and Batman are the ones I watched in cinema.
Setting time to target, 2 minutes, 15 seconds.
2:15, that's impossible.
File attack point. Mavericks inbound.
Anyways,
Okay.
visual
Moving
stuff.
on.
Yes,
Visual
visual
effects.
stuff.
Okay.
Okay. You
The
went visual.
nominees are.
Okay, right. No,
I
go,
mean, I
go.
thought let's go with
हाँ
visual
हाँ
effects.
ठीक है कोई बात नहीं.
The nominees कहना की जरूरत है. Everybody knows which is going to win, but okay. बोलो.
All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Batman, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, which is I don't know why it's. I didn't even know it was nominated, but never mind.
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick. So
Hmm.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever is nominated for this because ABC is the one who is broadcasting Oscars, which is owned by Disney. इसलिए Disney को कुछ
Oh
घुसाना.
god.
हाँ, which
Sir,
one? मैंने कुछ
बैन हो
समझा ही नहीं.
जाएंगे हम लोग. संभाल के
ABC
बोलो.
ABC is the one which is broadcasting the Oscars. ABC channel, which is owned by
Mm-hmm.
Disney. So Disney को कुछ तो घुसाना है. घुसा दिया. So that number
Yeah, in my opinion, it's the Batman. But like again, my pick
we
would
all
be
know which
Decision
is
to Leave. Have you
we
seen
all
the making of Decision to Leave?
yeah
It's
yeah.
complete green screen. I am.
Skin.
Imagine
I go
Decision to Leave coming in the visual effects category.
I
संजीत
go mirror
Trust
बाकी
me,
की
it's
categories में
brilliant.
देखो और.
of all things that mirror shot. That
Yes,
is the one.
the mirror stuff in that movie is a bit
Which?
ludicrous. Mirror, like all the mirror interrogation stuff
It's the
almost.
most
Oh, okay.
obvious
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
but it's the most obvious thing. What like it's like visual effects, but like
Yeah.
throughout all this while I was like I watched the making of it like very recently after like the
Hmm.
fifth watch because I was like now I've seen it.
Like
Now
the
I want
fifth
to know
watch you're
how
speaking.
this. Are no,
Fifth
why
watch
I'm
ऐसे
saying
बोल
that?
रहे जैसे normal होता है देखना लोगों के लिए after like the fifth watch.
यार it's
Very matter of factly say. Action movie तो मतलब 10 बार तो
no
देख.
because I'm saying it because I was always stunned by how they did what they did
Yeah.
type wala. thing,
I
right?
thought they only use like two cameras and then switch the
No,
focus
No,
thing.
no,
They
no.
use green screen.
Trust me, it's the
Okay.
way the places where you don't even imagine they've used visual effects. I was like,
Yeah,
Hmm.
how did they? And it
Okay.
looks so seamless because I
it
was
looks
like,
seamless. Yeah.
because throughout all this while I was like, यार ये कैसे किया? And
Hmm.
कहाँ से shot
like I
लिया?
wanted
Like
to,
that way.
yeah,
हाँ,
exactly. But that's the thing, right? Visual effects will always look seamless if you pair it with practical effects and you try to
Exactly.
Yeah.
move between
I
the
mean,
It's
two.
all
even
about enhancing and
Avatar
not
had really
relying.
good. Avatar and Batman both had very good
Avatar
visual
will
effects
win,
also, I
I
you
think.
think.
know
I
what?
genuinely
Which one
think
had
it
very good special effects and it's not even like
Nominate.
men.
Yeah,
will.
yeah. That hand
Yes.
cutting shot, that hand cutting scene through the,
It
you
had like a lot of really good
know,
like
office.
body
Another
horror
film
stuff.
where you like men, right, Sanjeet?
Yes.
So we'll
I don't
but
know
get
what you're
to
pointing at.
but
it can mean multiple things.
but no, Avatar Way of Water is going to win. it ज़्यादा
Yes.
बोलने का ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. This
I
thing
think
is
it's
It's fine though,
reserved
it's
only
deserved
for
also.
that.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah, yeah.
publicized like a visual theme park ride. Like that's a theme park
I
ride to me
I
actually.
would
Like I've
also
all for the
put
yeah.
Bardo also in conversation. I feel Bardo and
At least it
Monster
has
both
That's a
has
natural
its
cop.
horizon not in the middle. So
natural cop.
again.
I mean it wasn't sound effect.
Again, Bardo, I have issues with, but the visual effects aren't the issue I have with it. It
okay.
looks
Yeah.
spectacular. It looks
Hmm.
spectacular, that movie.
I mean
Hmm.
it is nominated for later. We'll get to it. But anyway, so all of us Avatar.
Hmm.
Yeah. No. I am Batman.
मतलब
I'm with,
जीतेगी
I
कौन?
am
Oh
Batman.
wow.
I'm
Okay.
Batman. You are
It
Batman.
was it was genuinely yeah. Okay.
I'm
Let's go to
Yes.
cinematography.
okay.
आपकी कैटेगरी है सर
Nominees
आप
are
बताओ.
All Quiet on Western Front. No, yours also, yeah. It's, what is there? All Quiet on the Western Front, Bardo, Elvis, Empire of Light, Tar. So
I
again,
don't know
quota
about the
system.
Elvis thing, but
I
I
have a
think
question.
all
Elvis
the
क्यों है
four. Yeah, I
Elvis
You
don't
know
क्यों
know.
है?
what? My perspective for Elvis, which I was just telling little while back, was like because I think there is a lot of merit to how it's been made,
Yeah.
Hmm.
which I feel a lot of credit goes to how it was shot. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay with it. Empire of Light I've not seen. I've seen only the trailer, so
I've seen it. It's
I had completely
it looks
forgotten Empire of
very
Light
lovely
had
as it
also
would
was also
if
nominated.
it's
Roger
because it's
Deakins, yeah.
shot by Roger Deakins. So yes,
But again, Tar for me is like
Tar
number
is
Yeah.
one because
excellently shot. I think
Hmm.
I remember I watched it yesterday and there's that sequence right where
Juilliard sequence, right? The one take.
Juilliard sequence, correct,
Hmm.
and it's so seamless. There's like no identifying like, and the
No
whole
cuts.
how the camera is like following
Yeah.
Lydia Tar and like,
I mean, it
and it's
needs
like
to be
very
seamless, no?
observational
Because in
also.
the narrative, also it makes
Hmm.
sense that way. Because later,
Yeah,
that same thing will be cut up into like 15 bits and then
Yes,
circulated on
exactly.
media.
but
Yes.
So
then
yes,
again like
But
I've not seen All Quiet, so I don't know. But Everything Everywhere again deserves.
all,
I have seen
all
All Quiet.
quiet is the
Seen All
one
Quiet.
category I think this actually merits it fair enough. Like I mean, to me at
Okay,
least, and
Yeah,
I'm not a
I
I
fan
agree.
of the
haven't
film.
seen.
So,
I
but you
haven't
go
seen.
ahead,
So
Amartya, what were you saying?
No,
I have
even
not.
production design, I
Yeah,
Yeah.
think.
But
All quiet.
the tar wala bit, like you said, it would be easier for it to be cut and then to be sold to the media as,
yes.
points. Yeah, that was actually a very good point. That
Huh, I
that
mean that's
And
the
a
purposeful
lot.
cinematography, no? Like
Yeah,
you like
exactly.
it's not about
It's
showcasing
not.
landscapes, but it's more
And
about sort of doing a
it's
lot of
also
other things.
it's also about showing that entire brutalist architecture, because the
Yes,
architecture is that it's ionic and brutalist architecture. You have to
yes,
show that architecture in the cold light.
yeah.
Otherwise the coldness of Tar's own characteristic won't come out.
Hmm.
This is Florian
you know
Hofmeister,
Hofmeister,
right?
yeah,
Hofmeister,
Hofmeister.
yes.
He won at like Camera Image, which is like a huge cinematographer film
But वो
festival.
तो जर्मनी में है ना सर, so जर्मनी में
No,
तो
it's Poland.
अच्छा पोलैंड में, तो then तो it's a definite
Yeah, I
then तो
mean it
definitely counts.
has its merit.
Yeah,
You know which one I also really liked was
decision to leave.
Armageddon time.
Yes, I agree.
Armageddon
Oh,
time.
ye kaha
I know that some people found it
No,
very
I'm
dark.
talking purely
Daddy
like
Sponge, yeah.
camera work. I just thought like it was very representative of the story and
Autumnal,
like
that's the term being used. Like
hmm.
it's very,
And
yeah,
Fall.
even Babylon was very
Babylon
well
was
shot.
all like it's showmanship
Like
to the
extremely
yes.
hot, and like you can feel the sun type feeling.
Babylon is very showy. Babylon is supposed to be showy, right?
Yeah, I
It's
know. It's
supposed
So
it's
what is Elvis then?
But
I think Elvis is also like that. Right?
Elvis ka
no.
cinematography, Sanjeet, you can expand because I don't know. Like I thought it was more a edit production design thing more than
it's
like
a
how it's
lot.
shot.
From the 20 minutes I've seen, there's
Yeah.
like a lot of constructed stuff. Like it looks like they
Yeah.
constructed like those stage sequence where he's like doing his first singing thing and all of that.
Even that
I
entire theme park scene, right, where Tom Hanks and Elvis meet for the first time.
I'll tell
That
you
I
Yeah,
mean,
was
it's
it's all
stunning.
yeah,
constructed, and
but
it
but
looks like it feels like it's very constructed for that style, that
Mm-hmm.
yeah, okay,
extravagant
fair
style.
enough. I
Yeah.
guess for me, it's basically like if you edit something that much, then it's basically that takes precedence over sort of cinematography. So I guess that's why I'm putting it.
I'll tell you what I think is the fact that you are saying that it's constructed. I think that is solely because Baz Luhrmann का जो editing का जो style है, I think that constructed section blends well to the edit itself. So
Yeah.
I don't think it works more for the cinematography. I think it works more for the edit. I think if you removed Elvis ka nomination and put Babylon in this, I think
Yeah.
it would have been a
Hmm.
much stronger group overall.
Yeah.
Eh,
No, fair enough. I
yeah,
mean,
Hmm.
it's Empire of Light. I mean, you can't. It's the best
I haven't
aspect
seen,
of the film,
honestly. So
which is something I want to actually get to. Right, this whole thing about things being nominated in films which are not extremely great, in my
hmm.
opinion, of course. But like even critical consensus wise, they're not very great.
Hmm.
Uh, so like is it mostly because you have one element that stands out that you get nominated? Because see, that's my problem with a lot of the
it's
nominations sometimes, right?
Makes
a
sense. I
voting
mean,
body.
it's
It's a voting body. The cinematography vote is being voted by the voting body. If I'm not wrong, Sanjeet, you can
Hmm.
correct me on this. I think the
I
voting
don't
body
know.
consists of cinematographers. If
Okay,
I'm okay,
I don't know about this, honestly. So
Okay.
most of these technical awards, all of the voting bodies are consisted of people who work in those departments.
Okay.
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 Yeah,
Got it.
so the voting is done by that regard. That doesn't explain how Elvis comes into this, but I'm just saying, you know, that
Yeah.
that is how you that is how you can construct that narrative that this is
Got
how
it.
people make it. If
No,
you have
No, I
I'm
understand,
just
but
baffled how are people not even talking about Banshees not being nominated in this category.
True.
Because I
One of the most
recently
seamless.
I
because
One of the.
think it's
number
amazing.
number one it's lobbying. Number one is
Mm.
lobbying. Number two, it's that voting system in which people are voting for one movie to another movie to another movie. It's that voting system in which if people are arranging a couple of movies. Like
Mm.
the shortlist is 10 movies, so you will
Mm.
have
Hmm.
to arrange it on order of your preference, right?
Mm.
So movies which get higher preferences will always come out on top. That's how it always works. And now
Hmm.
the problem is you only have 5 slots. So if you can, so if your lobbying is good, and also another thing, this is also
Hmm.
the fact of the matter is we don't consider this at all, but academy voters are also human beings who haven't seen each and every movie. The
I
movies
mean,
which they have
it's
seen,
their job to
chances are
see them. But okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
but like that's like an accusation. Like, but it's like fairly common, right? Not from now,
it's
from
common.
before.
Yes.
I'm not even talking about it as an accusation. Look, from my perspective, if you are an academy voter and you haven't seen all the movies, you shouldn't be there. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Okay. The main point is these people don't see all of the movies.
Yeah.
So liable it is that they are going to choose the movies which they have seen.
Or they watch
Hmm.
films in
Or
like
it's the
those
name
shitty
also, isn't
quality
it?
screeners, right? At
Or
home.
is it the name?
Hmm.
So for
It's the
some of the
name also
technical
sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
technical nominations, sometimes the name counts. Maybe that's anyway.
No,
And
but
Deakin's apparently did a
any
great job.
yeah. I mean, every this your Sanjeet, your movie, not your movie, but like the movie you
My
like,
movie. Yeah.
Bardo. Bardo,
Uh,
Darius Khanji is the one who did Armageddon time, I think, right? So
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever
Yeah.
you get him in one, so it's fine.
Yeah.
You
Mm.
can't dominate
And
him twice, I suppose.
then again, Bardo ka cinematography is also fantastic.
Yeah,
Nobody can deny
Hmm.
it,
For
honestly.
me,
yes,
winner is straight up Tar. Honestly,
yep.
I'm
It won't win, I don't
because
think so. I think All Quiet will win.
yeah. I mean,
I
that's
think
like
All Quiet will win because
Yep.
I
Same.
don't know who will
Tar
win,
is
but
already
like for me,
winning
it's
other two
Tar.
awards. So.
Honestly,
I'm going to be the dark horse in this regard. I think
He-
one which
Pardo.
should, yeah, I think the one which should win is Bardo, but it's not.
Hmm.
I don't
Okay.
think it should win, but okay, fine. We can
Okay.
go.
Moving
Yeah.
on to makeup and hairstyling.
Yes, we
Okay.
are experts at
Yes.
that, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
The nominees are All Quiet on Western Front, The Batman, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Elvis, The Whale. What do you guys think?
Elvis.
The whale.
The whale. The whale.
हट
Very
गया,
The
हट गया.
whale got nominated for makeup and hairstyling.
Yeah, because
Whale.
Brendan
Why?
Fraser. The
Brandon
prosthetic.
Fraser.
Why
It's
not?
so bad.
No? What?
I
The
don't think so.
prosthetic is so bad.
No,
I
no,
liked
I
it,
don't.
honestly.
Okay, fine. We
I
disagree
liked
on
it
the
as
whale
well.
in plenty. I think it's pretty obscene, honestly. But
और
whatever.
क्या nomination था? एक second.
Elvis.
All Quiet, Batman, Black Panther, Elvis, The
I
Whale.
think Black Panther has a solid chance. Solid chance. Black Panther, but
भाई ये तो सिंपल होना चाहिए था पता है सबके लिए. It should have been Babylon out and out. There's
Yeah.
no other like.
exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
And also Northman in my opinion.
Yeah, that was pretty.
I have
th-
forgotten
that's
about
a
that
very-
movie until now. So yes.
But that's a very individualistic.
I
view.
liked it at
I
the
feel
time,
आपको
and
क्या
yet
बोलूं.
I forgot it. So that says
I've
something.
legitimately
You
totally
liked
forgotten
it? तो
I
मेरे
liked
दोस्त
it.
थे यार. मेरे दोस्त थे.
about it.
I liked it.
Even
I
Amartya
liked
liked it.
it.
What do you
I
mean?
like it. क्या हो रहा है? वो क्या हो रहा है?
Yeah.
But you didn't watch the whale, no? Amartya.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Okay.
Even
Yeah,
if I'm not seen the movie, my entire point is that prosthetic deserves an applause. So for that prosthetic reason alone, Whale is going to win this award. I'm just
I
telling.
don't think it's going to
I
win.
don't
to be
think it will
honest.
win. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Elvis will win.
Elvis
Anybody
might win
wants-
actually. I think
मैं
Elvis
तो
will win.
बैटमैन ही बोलूंगा इसके लिए भी honestly to make something
Elvis-
so.
Elvis क्यों
Because of the
जीतेगा?
penguin.
Elvis क्यों जीतेगा? Because of Tom Hanks's Elmer Fudd का makeup.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
yes.
think that makeup is better than Whale's makeup?
Both are terrible, but that it's noticeable, so it'll win. Basically, that's the thing. I think.
It's not possible. Are you kidding me with this?
I think Elvis will win, boss.
Okay. Moving on. I don't even know how these costume design. Babylon. Black
Dude,
Panther
Full
Wakanda
stop. वहाँ
Forever.
पे डाल दो बस.
It's going to win.
Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Mrs. Harris
Ev-
goes to Paris.
I have seen
What
it.
is this movie? What
It's
is
very.
this?
Why?
Nice.
I-
No, it's because it's Leslie Manville.
I have seen this movie too.
Okay,
And,
interesting.
The Marcel was also sweet through.
No. This is sweet in the thoda palatable way, like not vomit-inducing sweetness.
Marcel is sweet. क्या कह रहे हैं?
We'll get to it. But
Costumes.
Mrs. Harris
Babylon.
might win, huh? By the way.
Yeah, we spoke about cinematography. We didn't speak about Nope.
Oof.
Ah, yes,
Yeah,
point
yeah.
on
Oh,
Batman,
damn.
yes.
I think
Nope
it's
का
the biggest
visual
flop of
effects
the year
also, yeah.
easily. Easily.
Visual effects also. That's true.
Nope.
Yeah.
Visual effects.
If it
Cinematography.
had a
else?
cinematography norm, then I think it deserved it. It deserved to win easily.
What is screenplay?
अरे वो
I
बाद में
think
आएगा वो
because
तो.
it underperformed in box office, so I feel it
Maybe.
just didn't get the traction. Maybe.
Still, yeah, it's
It's also
seen,
released a
yeah.
while back, no? वो भूल गई होगी ऑस्कर
August?
एक को छोड़ के.
August.
नहीं
Yeah.
समर में आई थी ना.
August.
तो हमारा Everything Everywhere कब release हुआ?
वो exception एक because that earned
But
Because
everything.
it's
because-
constantly
no,
had
no.
the momentum and the
Yeah,
box office
exactly.
success.
Even that's what everyone was
Batman
spoken
also they
about
forgot, no,
throughout
mostly
the
though.
year.
Yeah.
Sadly, yeah.
So
They should have learned their
And look at the recent wins that Everything Everywhere All at
they
Once
were.
has bagged, right? Like it
Yeah.
won 3 awards at PGA or something.
Yeah. But costume design
So-
में Mrs. Harris might actually win just because it's about fashion.
won't
Yeah,
win. It won't win. It won't win.
Okay, fine. Babylon will win. Babylon will win. Okay.
I'm telling you, Babylon.
Though I will say Everything Everywhere All at Once has really good costumes. I was watching it yesterday. I was
Costumes
like,
here,
yeah,
ऐसे
it's
तो
like really good.
Amsterdam also had like pretty.
Sir,
good
you are the
costumes.
sole person who will be gunning for this, huh?
Huh?
David or
Because
Russell
I'm
भी
just
नहीं
trying.
करेगा,
No,
I
no.
think.
Honestly, I'm just trying to fit in something somewhere.
But the
bro.
color palette didn't even let people soak in the costume designs.
Yikes. Yikes.
अभी तो मैं हर जगह घुसेड़ूंगा
I
Amsterdam
mean,
को.
DTL
Never
भी
mind.
घुसा सकते हो आप लोग उसमें भी color palette काफी
वो
वो
तो
है
है ही,
आपका,
it's It's already
So-
in our heads. It's already broken records.
Eternally, it's there. Like it's a
Dhruv,
perpetual.
ध्रुव उसमें कॉस्ट्यूम क्या है बता
अरे है
Please
ना,
बताओ
like the, I mean, it's all about the
Did you
whole.
see his suits?
Dude,
My
the blue
God.
and green.
And-
It's
No, the
and
everything.
the
blue
point-
green. I was thinking
Blue
about.
green,
I
yeah.
wasn't thinking about his
अरे
suits.
कलर
but
कहाँ जा
yes.
रहे हो भाई? मैं कपड़ों की बात कर रहा हूँ. Costume design.
नहीं blue
Yeah,
green,
the
blue
point-
green costume design.
Yeah.
उसका, like, which
Yeah,
plays a
yeah.
very
अरे,
important role.
which
Queen
is
is
like a
Queen is Dead podcast the fashion issue.
yeah. Uh,
Production
Okay.
design, Sanjeet.
अरे, let me go there. Okay, you start now. It's you take it.
नहीं, I'm sick. Production design. बोलो.
Great excuse.
Of
ठीक है. ठीक है.
production design. Okay.
Okay,
What do you
production
ask
design.
us?
All Quiet, Avatar, Babylon, Elvis, The Fablemans. I have one question
Babylon
before we
has
move on.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Plenty of
Go ahead.
nominations.
Ask.
This-
Yeah,
First-
how is the production design working with respect to Avatar? Wasn't
प्रोडक्शन है क्या स्क्रीन स्क्रीन ही तो है
I mean, honestly speaking, if it's a lot of just like
Maybe he
post-
used the pool for this. as well. 10 साल बाद री-रिलीज के टाइम आएगा न्यूज़ में सब जगह.
यार
कि,
आर्यन
oh,
तेरी फेवरेट फिल्म फेबलमैन्स यू डोंट वांट टू से एनीथिंग
I mean favorite तो नहीं थी, but yeah. top
People ones
five-
में production design, really?
नहीं था क्या ओके
नहीं
I
है.
haven't seen it yet.
Imagine Sanjeet hasn't seen it still. नहीं, but it's
Yeah,
good. Like
because
it's
I had
whatever.
hopes of watching it in cinema because
हाँ,
earlier
टूट
release date
गए
was
ना.
9th Feb.
टूट गए ना.
अपने टूट गए हैं. What to do now यार?
I
What to
watched
do?
it somehow.
प्रोडक्शन डिजाइन इसमें क्या क्या है इसमें ऑल क्वाइट है बेबीलोन है और एल्विस है दीज
Avatar.
थ्री
Avatar.
एवाटार को हटाओ मैं कह रहा हूँ उन तीनों में से पकड़ो क्योंकि दोस्त
I mean Babylon, no? I would feel.
Babylon.
Or All Quiet, you can.
All Quiet will win, I think. Yeah.
ऑल क्वाइट और बेबीलोन दोस टू शुड
Production design तो बाडो का भी it was very nice honestly. No, you guys don't.
I mean,
think?
अच्छा था, but like, I mean, sure.
आई मीन
Sure.
कंपेयर
I
टू
mean-
बेबीलोन maybe not but you understand what I'm talking
I mean, I feel most of these awards are for most production design, which is weird considering last year they didn't nominate freaking
Hmm.
French Dispatch in it, which was abysmally poor.
which was
Like, why would you?
about production design which is
Dispatch
I mean,
entirely
this is again goes to the whole. I don't understand them fundamentally, so I'll just be like, "Deo, tum jisko dena hai do."
Production design Northman also you can give no. The production
हाँ,
design
वो-
was
वो-
Dude,
तो-
the
very good. Yeah.
Batman. I mean, you're literally
Batman को दो ना.
evoking Gotham
हाँ.
in its best on-screen portrayal.
Oh,
I
Right?
mean,
It literally felt like the Arkham games. I mean,
then
Yup.
again production designer look like अरे it resembles taxi driver why are we giving then they want
Even
Production
that's-
design-
That's Joker.
Banshees was also pretty good.
Yeah.
Tar was also very good. Like Tar, one
But
of the most
उसमें
accurate
production design, I
presentations.
don't. They use a lot of real look. I think at least.
those are real
Yeah,
looks.
but
Banshees
still, I
are
mean, you need to make it look
But
like and
that's the
feel
whole
it that
thing,
way,
no,
right?
Sanjeev. That's the whole. उसमें noticeable होना
No,
चाहिए
but-
कि production
but-
design है.
But I
Yeah.
feel Tar in a way, the whole thing is about that, the
You're on a tar
symmetrical.
high, aren't you?
Hmm.
Since yesterday.
It's nice. It's very good. That is why. So I mean,
No, no लेकिन सबसे बड़ा क्वेश्चन है कि एवाटार इसमें क्या कर रहा है that is my bigger question what is that movie
तो
doing
बोला ना,
that's the
you
opening.
guys
That's
wait
how I open.
for 10 years.
it's a genuine question though like how do you distinguish between visual effects of Avatar and the production design in a movie like that
That's exactly my question. No, like how are they like defining all of this?
Hmm.
Because to me it doesn't make sense. To me, like stuff like Banshees and Tar makes more sense, or even like technically
Banshees
speaking,
को- yeah.
fucking Babylon makes more sense than that
Babylon and Elvis are more like like
Hmm.
how Dhruv said, like the more it shows, the better.
I
Okay.
think more than Banshees or Tar, I think Armageddon Time and not Armageddon Time.
Huh?
Which one was this? David O. Russell.
Amsterdam
Amsterdam. Yeah. नाम भी भूल गया मैं. Amsterdam had good production design.
Yeah. But
Aryan,
was, I
you're
think,
not
too-
allowed to confuse Amsterdam and Armageddon time.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
क्या comparison है
I mean, I know people don't like Armageddon time, but please. इतना नहीं.
Hmm. Okay, so
Uh,
your choices.
For production design.
On this,
Production design.
I won Babylon. I won Babylon.
Babylon, I think.
Don't care. Really.
Dhruv, Aryan?
भूल गया क्या कहते
Avatar,
I-
All Quiet,
Oh,
Babylon, and
all quiet,
Fablemans.
definitely. Definitely.
Okay.
I
अभी
think
देखना पड़ेगा.
it's the only category that it nailed apart from cinematography.
Hmm. Moving
Hmm.
on to film
Okay.
editing.
Yes.
Ah,
Great category.
yes. Finally.
Hmm.
Okay.
Banshees, Elvis, Everything Everywhere, Tar, Maverick.
Decision to
Okay.
leave.
This is
Definitely. Sorry, like sounding like a broken
So
record.
let's
Yes.
start with Decision to Leave, and then let's lower our
No,
standards.
I just
and
want to
talk
say that, and then after that, no more explanation because I think
No,
it's
no,
a
Yeah.
as full stop as you can get in that.
If you watch the film, then you know to it. So,
Yes.
yeah.
look.
It
Look,
also
this is the
also ticks off
this is
most
the
editing, by the way. So
this
yes.
is the
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to. That's what I was going to
Yeah.
head to. This is the
Hmm.
nomination which doesn't award best editing. This is the nomination which awards most editing. And if you are
Yeah.
going to compare most editing, the only movie which is going to win
Elvis.
is Elvis. Full
Hmm.
stop.
Everything everywhere is
Again,
pretty
it's
heavily
it's
edited also.
it's so much. I mean, I
Compared to
feel so
Elvis,
many parallels with Bohemian Rhapsody this time around with Elvis in this
It's not
category and the
that
best
bad, I
actor
think.
category.
भाई उतना compare मत कर. Bohemian
Oh,
उतना
I
बुरा
I
नहीं है यार.
liked Bohemian Rhapsody better. I'm not kidding. I thought it was genuinely a decent movie.
No, 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 no.
I'm not for
I
me that.
refuse to
But
believe.
again, I am like a crazy Queen fan.
No, but see, Amartya, you're saying this about most editing, but they've nominated Banshees and Tar, which is fairly long take, high driven or whatever it is, right? And so I
Award
think
this
those
award,
two are what like
this award is very strange because last year याद है किस
all the other
मिला
ones.
no this award special is very strange क्योंकि last year याद है कौन से मूवी को मिला था ये award
नहीं मुझे नहीं याद है यही तो प्रॉब्लम
नहीं
है
याद है.
आप भूल जाते हो आप 5 साल के बाद.
किंग रिचर्ड में
हाँ?
क्या था हाँ
They got nominated, right? They didn't win.
it won
What?
It won?
No ways. I refuse to believe this.
I think so. Even I was shocked.
क्या बात कर रहे हो भाई?
I
Check
remember
कर-
being shocked.
Are you?
actually
Is that
of
why
Bohemian
Will
Rhapsody.
Smith punched? Because of this?
He thought it's gonna get edited.
You know, I was actually
There
thinking,
is
"Nahi,
no
don't,
way
don't
that
edit
movie
this.
won Best
Don't
Editing.
edit
यार
this."
last year तो had
But
this thing, French
since we are
Dispatch. Uh-huh.
since we are on this,
didn't get nominated
I really hope that Tom Cruise doesn't attend the ceremony because considering what happened last year and considering that he wasn't nominated in the Best Actor category, despite of all the campaigning and the push, I think he should just stay away from the stage even if he's
Why he'll
like
he
coming
not
to.
punch anyone?
I mean,
वो सोफा के ऊपर जंप करेगा और क्या
yeah, the dive.
Cue for like whatever clip I have to put now, right? First the sofa jumping thing.
yes
Good.
the Oprah
Good.
clip I'm giving you
Yes.
context Oprah
Yes.
clip yeah
Yes. No,
Okay.
but film
Any
editing, you
other
guys? No
any other
choice?
films that you guys think was worthy?
See, the other film actually I've not mentioned till now, and actually I should
RRR.
have. RRR is not that one, but yes, RRR also. Uh, but
Editing.
I mean, the second half is a bit too messed up for
Yeah.
me to
RRR I would
really
have,
be down
if
with the
you
editing.
putting RRR, I would have actually considered in cinematography also, honestly.
Benediction is the one which I came to campaign
Okay.
actually, which I really have to.
आ जाओ.
Editing,
गाड़ी पे जाओ,
cinematography में दोनों
बाइक
में मैं
पकड़ो,
भूल गया
चालू
बोलना,
करो.
but yes, दोनों. Editing,
गली गली
cinematography.
में शोर है. Never mind.
वाह 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 क्या चल
No, but
रहा है
editing
यार
that and Hit the Road also, which I've completely forgotten also, which I don't know if it counts it this year.
It's this year. It's this year.
Yes, so Hit
Hit
the
the
Road
road. Oh
and No
yeah,
Bears
even that was
for
no
editing.
best. So I mean, yeah.
So like there's
भाई
like
Don't even
tons.
get me started on that.
क्यों
We'll
दुख
get to
रहा
it.
है
Yes.
क्यों
Yeah.
दुख रहा है
No, but I'm like, let me just mention this because I know that it's. I mean, no Bears ka editing is top class. Like, there's a lot of stuff that movie has to do also in terms of shuffling timelines, not
Perspectives
timelines,
and
but shuffling narratives, and the
yeah.
way it sort of merges them together in a way is.
If you're talking about editing,
Seems.
if you're talking about editing, what about Glass Onion?
Yeah,
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah.
I think so. You can make a case.
Hmm.
It didn't have
Hmm.
apart from the screenplay nomination, it doesn't have any nomination
No,
I
for
mean,
any other.
people didn't like it, I
वो
adapted.
think. A lot
प्रोडक्शन
of people
डिजाइन में
didn't
सोच
like it.
सकते थे
Production
Yeah.
design, mein you could.
Hmm.
Oh, even
तो
costumes, you could.
No, no.
not
Yeah, but production design and costumes are supposed to be intentionally that high and intentionally tacky. I don't think वो सब
Hmm.
मतलब वो लोग
Like, इतना
awards में
दिमाग नहीं है कि वो
यार
intentional
फिल्म
tackiness
एडिटिंग
हो.
सिंपल यार एवरीथिंग एवरीवेयर फॉर मी
अरे production इतना ही lobbying का if it's the
हाँ,
case, then why isn't Blonde nominated in the production design category? No?
भाई
I think it's
भाई
nominated way too much in one also,
it's
Aryan.
nominated it's nominated in the one thing we did not want it to be nominated on. Let's not do
I know, but still.
is it it's nominated अच्छा I haven't
Hmm.
come
I
to
mean,
know
you could make a case for it though, but then you can make a case for
Hmm.
any period film which is like which looks
are we going to
semi-compatible,
are,
competent.
Yeah, even if it's all drained out and it's
are we going to
Yes,
seriously
yes,
talk
you
about
can.
blonde here?
We will get into Blonde no later.
Yeah.
okay
Yeah.
moving on to
Wait,
the
moving
writing
on. Nahi, film
categories
editing. You said everything. I think it'll win, right? Everything,
हाँ,
everywhere, all at once.
what do you
Yeah.
guys think
I
I
Aryan?
think
think
it'll
Elvis
win.
I think Elvis or everything. I think if anything has to win, it should be everything. I don't
Hmm.
want Elvis to win, but I am very doubtful about it.
Even I'm doubtful about it because Best Picture, we all are kind of having a strong feeling about what movie that
Yes.
would win, what movie will end
So
up
you think
winning.
they'll just
So
distribute
I
awards?
think, yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
that's
ये
fine.
What?
आफ्टरसन वाले फैंस अभी आएंगे नहीं क्या एडिटिंग के लिए
ये है ना. Oh हाँ. Aryan.
I'm very silent on Aftersun and
But
Nowheres and
why
How
are
Decision
you why are you silent? Say no.
हाँ
because
see
when it comes to the
मैं
best
एम्स्टर्डम
actor
की बात कर रहा हूँ यार
category,
तू
Oh yeah, he's bringing in
ये
Amsterdam.
बात
So
ये
yes.
बात सही है। एम्स्टर्डम का केस कर रहा है यहाँ पर आफ्टर सन लोग चुप रहते हैं।
Ah, see, was like what I know that it's not like
Aftersun
me and
like
Sanjeet aren't big on it, but
traumatized
that
me.
doesn't mean
So
that.
Yeah, we
I
are
thought
not
about
bad.
it when
We are
we
not
get
bad
to
dudes.
the
बात
eventual
बोलो हाँ
categories.
बोलो
Yeah.
बोलो
But I would do, but you're right. In editing, you can probably make a case for it. Not probably, you should make a case for it almost, I feel.
The thing is that Aftersun, because it is so minimal and laid back in its approach, and because I think the film in itself exists in that liminal space
Yes.
between memory, between past and present, right? So I can understand the voters not being like very moved by it.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising
Hmm.
at this point.
honestly
Fair
for
enough.
me one of the bigger problems with the film was editing only so
Okay.
that's just me
You think
I'm
it's
just
too laid back?
no I just think it's not accurate representation of what the film is trying to
Like the memory
be
thing,
like
which
kind
is
of
my problem, sort of, with it also.
Yeah,
But
you have a problem with how static it feels, right? If I'm not
I mean, my
I mean,
problem is.
more than static, it
Yeah,
just.
sorry, but
I mean, it could have just been through the perspective. I mean, it's a big thing of could be. I'm not saying it should be type of
yes.
level, but
No, no,
I,
go ahead,
I
Amartya.
think
I'm not the right person to talk about it, honestly.
I think there is a strong argument to be made कि आफ्टर सन का जो एक problem है, I think a similar problem is also seen in another movie dealing with memory and everything, and the movie is Lost Daughter.
Yeah,
It's the same problem more or less.
and it always pisses
I
me when
don't think
anyone
so, but okay. I mean,
when
I
No,
just
that,
it's the
think one is better than the other, I
yeah.
guess. So, sorry.
But
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
fact that the past or present
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah, that aspect of it. Yeah.
Okay.
confluence to
Mm.
that entire thing.
Hmm.
None of the two
That's.
directors have
Oh, I
managed to
didn't know
effectively.
people. I didn't know people were making this comparison. Sorry,
No,
I've
they
been
are
comparing
making
it to all different sort of
मैं
things.
कर रहा मैं कर रहा हूँ people कहाँ से आ गया
अच्छा,
मैं
you are
many
नहीं
people are
Aryan said
comparing.
no.
I'm
People
People
saying
are
ही हैं,
said.
sir.
Sir, आप तो people हो ना? ये नहीं बोलो.
नहीं, he's critic.
Critic. Yes, we are not. Yes, yes, yes. नहीं, but. नहीं, but my problem has always been that I think I've been put off by how it's publicized more so than if I didn't know that this is a memory piece, I would be, I guess, more receptive to it. To me, it just doesn't strike as a memory piece. It strikes as someone of a relationship breaking apart, basically,
Hmm.
and how it's
Hmm.
not reconcilable in a way.
it's a
So
memory piece but it is a memory piece
I
it's
don't
not
think
I
it's
mean,
formally a memory piece. Narratively, it may be. I don't think it's loose enough to be a memory. Like that's how
yeah
I interpret
that
memory.
I understand. Yeah
So
that I understand yeah. But narratively speaking this is a memory piece because at
yes,
the end of it
narratively it is. Yes.
it's not about a relationship breaking up it's more like relationship का exploration or trying to
Trying to
understand.
understand if I could do
It is
something.
about
or like,
reconciliation.
yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
more and
reconciliation.
searching for closure via that exploration.
I
Yeah.
think
But yeah,
Exactly.
I'm not like pissed at it with whatever choice it had. I'm just saying it just didn't work for me. But it's not
Mhm.
like it doesn't have its own merit. But that's
Of
that's
course.
purely the
Yes,
reason
yes.
I brought it up in the conversation because
No,
I
no,
like
I also,
a lot
yeah,
of
yeah, makes sense.
a lot of people championed Aftersun purely for how it just came together as like an edited
Yep,
Mm.
yeah.
thing, like a
the
piece.
entire movie from the beginning to the last, I think 10 minutes didn't work for me. The last 10 minutes, I think the
The
last scene
loosest part
is
of the film, basically, where it's intercutting between the different sort of,
yeah,
yes,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. That is the
Hmm.
one time. That is the one time when it becomes more of the memory piece because the
It
memory
like
part.
becomes very hazy and like it's
Yes.
going between the two a lot, right? At least that's what I remember. Because I
Mm.
No,
actually
no, no.
remember what I had to rewatch it because I was curating that Instagram
The
post
part,
because,
I think it works way better on a rewatch because
the,
you
yeah.
know eventually how it's going to end, how it's
I
all going
okay,
to come
fair enough.
together. So
I think
the
see my problem is also, I mean, I know we've detoured a little bit into Aftersun, but I think it's one of the big films of last year, so I think it's
and
fair.
one of the biggest snubs because I mean, according to most of the award metrics, and I
Yeah.
saw this on Rotten Tomatoes, it's the third biggest
is it
award
the,
winner
is it one
of
of
the
the
year.
biggest is it one of the
Yeah,
biggest
it's
snubs
in
though
top three.
because it got nominated in some
Best
really
actor.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
don't
but
think
it's
it's
not going to win.
Oh,
And
of course it's
even
not going
that
to win. Yeah.
nomination, even that nomination, I genuinely think it's coming out of a lot of the Twitter buzz and
Uh,
Pity.
it's
yeah, yeah,
coming
yeah.
out of the online buzz and because of this phenomenon that Paul Mescal has become since
which
nomination.
What?
explained to me when we were talking about best actor because I don't get it.
What do you mean?
Don't you ever feel like tired and down and feels like your bones don't work, like you're sinking?
You never know where you'll end up, though. You can live wherever you want to live. Be whoever you want to be. You have time.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on to the writing category.
Writing पे आ गए already
Writing.
अपन? नहीं भाई.
What is left?
International feature and
I
animated
thought
and
we'll
doc.
go consider
अच्छा
that in
ठीक
like
है.
the
चलो
other
ठीक है.
category. So
Okay.
चलो ठीक है. Okay.
okay, so original screenplay nominees are Banshees, Everything Everywhere, Fablemans, Tar, Triangle of Sadness, and Decision to Leave.
Okay,
Nice.
nice, nice entry. Okay, number one, Triangle of Sadness is टूटिया पे क्या करता है? बताओ इसको.
Sanjeet,
क्या
defend it.
क्या करना है?
No, no, no. I won't defend it because it's not a well-written screenplay.
I mean,
Because
I
the,
to yeah.
I've spoken about this. We have a whole episode about this, right?
I
The
mean,
whole
it's a short
problem.
film extended into a three-act structure also.
It's just overwritten. The last
Yeah.
like I on a rewatch. I remember like the second act ends at 1 hour 30 minutes, and the last
Mhm.
1 hour is just the third part, which for me
Mhm.
doesn't make sense. But the thing is, it was so overwritten, the third part, that if they would have edited out some piece, it would have lost a lot of impact of that whole section
Yeah.
considerably.
Hmm,
So
hmm.
you cannot like edit like stuff which is like overwritten. Like
Hmm.
there are like a lot of films like that. Like if you want to take a more local example, then it was like Jaga Mein Tandiram,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Dhanush film with
Good.
Karthik Subbaraj,
Mhm.
which was again like overwritten so much that when it came to like the film as a whole, it was like
It's
2
a
hours 40 minutes was
I
like
to think
an
my theory with Triangle of Sadness
unicorn.
doing well is basically that it's appealing to a lot of the people who are awards members because
Yeah.
I'll
it's
tell you.
about them, but it's not scathing enough of them. So it's fine to
Hmm.
laugh at them and
I'll
then come out of it and be like, ah, ठीक है, हम लोग तो सभी की
Mm.
तरह हैं,
tell
तो चलता है.
No, no, your theory is valid actually.
Hmm.
But I'll tell you something, Sanjeet. You are going way too interior on it, right? You are saying the third act में overwritten को काटो काटो. My
Hmm.
point is that
Mhm.
my point is that entire movie feels like three short films just barely struck.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's the
Three
point,
different
though,
Exactly.
Amartya.
I
I guess.
I I I look
yeah.
at it in a different way. I just look at it as like I get your point. It's like a little like not so cohesively
Yeah, yeah.
charting
Woven
out
together.
through characters, but it's like I
Mhm.
feel the bigger impact is the comedic effect which comes through it, which is why I liked it too.
The first
Which
act
for
is,
me is the intent.
I think the first act is like a Ruben Östlund, whatever he did before. The second act is Dil
Mm-hmm.
Dhadakne Do, but smug. The
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
third act is Lord of the Flies. So
Till the
yeah,
so much
No,
smog.
Dil Dhadakne Do, but directed by Priyadarshan. That's
Yeah.
the
that is also true, but that promises it to be funner,
But
which
the
I don't
second,
think it is. But
Hmm.
okay.
no, but the second part, but that second act, which I'm calling it the second short film, that is
The
the
yacht.
funniest part of the movie. Yeah, the yacht.
I
That is
to
the
think
funniest.
that's the weakest. I don't like that
You
part at
know,
all.
no, I love it.
that's
It's
the part that bugged
that
me the most because it is again when you keep extending and repeating, reiterating your joke, it doesn't become
I
funnier
think he
after
does it,
that point. It
overdoes
just
it at
becomes
least to a
lame.
point, which is his
Exactly.
thing, which is his
but
thing in a way. Like uncomfortable humor is his thing. So
that
Mhm.
is subjective. But that is again comedy ka ek trope hai, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
Mhm.
you have to reiterate something. It's how you are
I mean,
reiterating it. What's the variation that?
Banshees is essentially
It's the
reiteration.
perfect.
But no,
Mhm.
but it is
Banshees is
also
perfect as a
reiteration,
screenplay.
right? It's again and again a sort of similar scenario
Hmm.
being turned into different
Correct.
ways.
Correct. 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 Correct.
Banshee ka thing is Banshee is not you're not reiterating the gag. You're
Yes,
reiterating
Mhm.
the
you're reiterating
situation.
yes,
Yes,
exactly.
yeah,
You're not reiterating the gag. In
yes,
Triangular
Okay.
Sadness, reiterating the gag.
yes.
Mhm.
We have a vomit bag, let's vomit. We have a vomit bag, let's vomit. अरे भाई ये
Mhm.
समझ रहा है और
I think
कितना
more
vomit
on that. It's like useless to talk about this film,
Yes.
You
honestly.
know,
In my
for
opinion.
the briefest answer would be anyone who thinks this film gets that gag aspect, the meta satirical aspect right, just watch this Norwegian film called Sick of Myself. It literally has a similar first act, by the way. It
Okay.
literally has a similar first act where the couple is sitting in a fancy restaurant and is trying to outdo each other.
Yeah.
And it's handled way better
Yeah.
and it knows where to stop.
और much force
Unlike
majeure
this film. So,
और
Yeah,
much force
Overwatch
majeure.
Force Majeure, which is his best film in my opinion.
hmm.
But anyways,
Yes.
moving on from Triangle of Sadness, you can listen to Sanjeet's semi-defense of it in our episode,
Yeah.
which we had. I don't really understand. I mean, I like the Fablemans, but I think there's a point in the third act where I'm like,
I
really?
agree. Yeah.
Very shapeless. Very shapeless, if that's the way to put
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So you
I
can.
agree. I agree.
That is the moment in which Spielberg का जो original जो actual जो life है and what Spielberg thinks his life should be, those are
Mhm.
intermingling और वो कुछ ज़्यादा ही
Yes.
हो रहा है in third
But
act.
anyway, we won't spoil it for Sanjeet, but Sanjeet, there's nothing to be spoiled
Thank you.
about that
Thank you.
film.
Thank you.
But
Thank you. Thank you.
otherwise, my favorite, of course, of these is Banshees. I can totally see
Banshees.
why
Yeah.
someone would make a case for Tar, though.
I generally think it Tar is working two levels, right? And none of the levels they are very consistently focusing on overtly. Like
Mm. Yes.
the world building is happening on the top, but all of the interior parts, like Tar ने जो transgressions कर रहा है जो,
Yes, yes.
all of the mistakes he's making, those are happening in the background, but they are not throwing it away. The screenplay is smart enough that they're introducing that,
Interlacing it. Yeah.
interlacing it, then they're interlacing
Mm-hmm.
it very well.
Mm.
It's like जो मैं जो कह रहा था, what is the term called? The Apollonian and the Dionysian point of view. Apollonian मतलब structure point
सर
of
ये
view.
समझाना
Hmm.
पड़ेगा.
Okay.
हाँ
मैं
हाँ समझाओ
मैं समझा रहा हूँ.
आ जाओ आ
हाँ
जाओ
हाँ, मतलब आप ही
मैं
को समझाना पड़ेगा. और कौन समझाएगा अपन में?
Apollonian is the structure point of view. So if I'm taking the structure point of view, it's the world building more or less,
Yes.
and what are the events that are occurring via plot. The
Mm.
Yes.
narrative basically. That is Apollonian. The
Okay.
Dionysian aspect are the emotional aspect. Tarka
Yes.
arrogance,
है
the mistakes,
emotional aspect picture में.
the microaggressions and all of that stuff, some of the
Okay.
hallucinations which are being shown, all of them.
Yeah.
That's
Mm.
what I'm saying, right? Those are there, but those are not there overtly. Those are there
Yes,
covertly.
they are all
Okay.
underneath, sort of
Yeah,
Hmm.
whatever. Yes.
and I think the screenplay is very intelligently written that you can identify it if you look closely enough.
I mean, I
So
think it's basically subversion, diversion, whatever version of this thing you want to say. It's like the Tar is
Mhm.
that. Now you like
That's
it, don't like it. I think it's a different
Mm.
scenario. But
that's
I think it's alienating at times, which is my problem with it, which is why
Hmm.
I'm going for Banshees.
I love
Banshees,
it.
it's flawless. I genuinely think it's flawless.
I agree
It's
with him too.
working on all the levels.
Yeah,
For me, like a
But
close
that
second is everything everywhere, honestly. But
I can
oh
understand
yeah,
why.
definitely that
Yeah.
too.
But
I
then
had
again,
Banshees, the thing with
yes.
Banshees is that after every rewatch, it's
Every
you will
मतलब कितनी
have
बार
a
देखी है आपने?
completely मैंने
5
चार
बार
बार
हाँ?
नहीं अभी 4 बार 5 बार
चार?
भी
repeated.
4 बार.
बाप रे बाप,
Yeah, I
हिम्मत
watched
चाहिए
it 4
सर.
times.
I've seen it twice.
And
you know,
this time I actually paused and took screenshots of these certain scenes and all. And after every rewatch, I have had a different takeaway.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
it's
no,
again, I think it's
the biggest thing about Banshees which struck me the most and which made me fall in love with the movie even more is the fact that at the end of the day, it's about two friends breaking up just because
exactly.
one friend is tired of the companionship
Mhm.
and the other friend is
And then overlacing it with all these existential questions
and it's not
about raising questions about
yeah, but it's also about the Irish Civil War and
exactly.
that is happening in the background. The Irish Civil War.
That is.
That is the only nitpick I would have. In fact,
Yeah, more or less
No,
same.
no,
that
no,
is the
no.
only
I think
nitpick I would
I
have.
To me,
trust
that
me.
sounds like that. That whole.
Mhm.
Okay, that my problem with
And
that is it sounds like a very stagey thing.
Yes.
yeah,
Like,
Mhm.
it is.
I
It
mean,
is.
I
And
get the film is kind of like a good. You can adapt it into a stage play, and he is a theater director also. I mean, McDonough. A lot of people know about that.
Mhm.
But then that feels like an element you would put in like a stage thing. Where like you imagine like if you're watching like a theater, and you see actors reacting to a sound which happens like someone
Yeah.
is
I
cueing that
think
sound.
I think there's
You
enough done
know,
through dialogue already. In fact, to suggest where they
but the
are
thing
and
is,
disconnected
to
from all this.
But
So
Aryan, go ahead. What do
exactly,
you say?
exactly. No,
Go.
to expand on Dhruv's point, I think he got it right because for me, it's the extension of these subtle dialogues that are sprinkled throughout the film and the last dialogue of the film. Okay. Again, spoiler for anyone who's not watched the film. When
Mhm.
Colin Farrell's character looks at Colin and he's like, but they'll be at it again soon.
yeah,
After this happens when he says
Mhm.
that I think they have stopped. I think the war has stopped.
yeah,
And the entire film is not just about these two men, these two friends not being
yeah,
able to come on terms with each other, but it's about men's fundamental lack of understanding each other or the acknowledgement of trying to understand the other person, which in
it's
itself is imposing from the background.
yeah,
It's
it's both.
happening on so every film of this sort needs to have these like smaller scope and a larger scope that acts
Mhm.
within the
Hmm.
okay, it's
yeah.
basically that. And for me, this film is like blasting cylinders on all those levels.
I mean, there
Like
are
Mhm.
cylinders
there's a
being blasted the
larger
other side, which I think is the Sanjeet and my problem. It's just because I think everything
Hmm.
problem
I
is
mean,
not a
it's a
way to say like
nitpick
it's a
personally.
nitpick.
It's not
Yeah.
a. It's
So
it's fine, honestly. I
yeah, yeah.
still think it's one of the. It's the best.
and
So.
It's
again, so this is the last point I'll make, but
Bol
again,
bol.
even though it's in the background, I think it is spilling over a lot of subtle character traits that we see in these supporting characters, like that of the church priest.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Everything
I
Mm-hmm.
is
mean, even
about
the
honor and
shopkeeper lady,
living up.
right?
Fantastic. Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
was going at. That's what I was
The
going at.
gossip
Because
lady.
after the first watch, my biggest nitpick with the film was why was that entire scene even necessary? Where
Yeah,
Colin Farrell's character goes to the shop and there's this banter
yeah,
cue, but look what you do with your son and all. I'm like,
yeah,
but I mean, why? But after multiple rewatch, I'm
yeah.
like, it just adds into the screen. So
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I mean, I think so too.
I genuinely think it will win. Actually. I
I
think this
think
is the
that's the
only
one
award.
award it will win.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
yeah, that is the one about it will be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Colin Farrell.
I don't think Pharrell will win, which is sad because
I
I
don't
think
either.
it's
Okay.
amazing performance. Anyways,
Moving
next,
on.
moving on. Yes, what is
Adapted
next?
screenplay.
Okay.
Amazing category, isn't it?
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh
Glass
boy.
Onion.
Yeah.
Living. Top Gun Maverick. Women Talking.
Your
And
favorite.
Decision to Leave based on
It's
Amartya's
maybe.
life.
Here's the thing, though. Decision to leave को हटा के one movie which I would have liked to see in this category is Saint Omer.
Saint?
Oh yeah,
Saint Omer,
Saint Omer.
yes. Yes.
Saint Omaya.
Saint
But do
Omer.
you think it wasn't even in consideration? No? It didn't
Oh,
get
it
a
was,
US
it was.
release or something.
It
Yeah?
was
No, no,
in
no, no.
Okay,
It was
okay, okay.
France ka submission.
France का submission.
No, but it
Hmm.
wasn't like a US release, wide release or something, right?
No,
So
no,
that
it
it would.
was. It
So
was done in
It
time for
was.
it
I
to
think
happen.
it made
I
the
didn't know. I
criteria
didn't.
is
Yeah.
like 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks of
Yeah, yeah.
theatrical
Yeah,
release.
like
Yeah,
no,
for
these
14
guys
days.
released Babylon released like what 26th December
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
something.
20,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So, so Saint Omer, I genuinely think because I've seen the movie, because I had to do fucking research on the movie to understand what the hell is going on, and
Yeah.
it's not as if I have to do research on the movie to understand what is going on. When I rewatched it, I realized that all of the things which I had to research was right there in my face.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
that screenplay is brilliant.
But is that
It has
adapted or is it an original thing?
no, no, it is adapted because it is based on a real life incident.
But generally, how
Okay.
are you considering like adapted screenplays? Like, do you think
Because
it
That's
should
why
stick
that was
to
one of my
stick to
questions.
material? Like, I think the two of the films that are here are like sequels:
Glass Onion. Yeah.
Glass
I,
Onion and
So
Maverick.
yeah,
And
because Glass Onion, I don't know what it is adapted from. Is it
I
because
think it's
it's
an
based
no, no, it's a
amalgamation of
First
the
sequel.
Knives
twisty
Out.
things.
First Knives Out. No, 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 no,
Adapted.
no.
What?
It's
Sequel
sequel.
directly. Huh.
It
Oh,
comes under
really?
adapted
Directly
category.
for us.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
weird.
Even The Godfather 2
Yeah,
Was
even
under
that
was
one.
adapted
nominated
category.
for
Yes,
adapted screen.
No, but that's novel
correct.
se liya hua hai. That's
But
why
no, no,
probably,
no.
right? Like some of it.
No, no, no.
No?
Godfather 2 ka flashback sequence is taken from the novel.
हाँ तो novel है
All of the
उसमें, right? Yeah. Like I was
No,
like
but
Top Gun Maverick for adapted screenplay. कहाँ से कौन लिखता है
Again,
और Top Gun के बारे
from
में?
the
even I
original.
didn't know until I saw it. So.
अच्छा.
No, but this will be adapted screenplay because it is based on a real life incident. That entire court case is based
No,
on a real
that's
life
fair
incident.
enough. That's understandable. Yeah, yeah. I thought she
All-
documented it though. Alice Diop.
She did. So yes, she
I
did.
thought it's
So
her thing only. So that which is why I'm not sure. But whatever.
yeah, yeah.
It's a
No,
great choice.
so
Whatever you are saying is the original
so
adapted whatever it fits into. It's fine.
I genuinely thought that the only flaw with the movie is the fact that the reconciliation of that point of view character with the court case. वो मुझे थोड़ा weak लगा.
Yes.
But
Okay.
other than that, I genuinely think all of the ideas she's exploring, the media complex and all of it,
Yeah.
those are very well done.
I mean, we'll talk about this in director also because I think she's a pretty good director. And there's a
But I
performance in
genuinely
it
think this
which I
movie,
think is insanely good. Probably good enough to win
in a
Okay.
just, but that actor should have won. I'm just
in a just world, sir. कौन क्या
Hmm.
जरूरत है?
Just
Redundancy है बोलना सर ये तो. Anyways,
Okay,
all
what
quiet
do
on the
you
Western
who do you
Front.
think?
Why? I
I
read the
haven't seen
novel
it, so
sometime in whatever in high
I've
school.
seen the I've seen the
I saw
original.
the original film and I've seen this film.
I saw it
You saw it?
finally.
Okay.
Yeah, I finally.
I
And
mean, I don't get it. So yes, you can
yeah,
say. I don't get the nomination only. I think that
yeah.
weakens the whole film. Whatever
okay.
changes
But
they've made.
then,
Hmm.
but who do you think wins?
Who do you think wins? I think Woman Talking will win.
Glass Onion.
And
Glass
Aryan?
Onion.
I
Glass
think Woman
Onion.
Glass
Talking
Onion.
will
Glass
win.
Onion too. Glass
Well,
Onion for me too.
to
Because
be
I
very
feel the screenplay was very well like charted out and like
Why
paced and
expand
everything.
your
And
thoughts
even
on Woman Talking, guys?
the 3 act.
Mhm.
you want me to be a cynical person here. Glass Onion because of
Yeah.
eat the rich narrative, Glass Onion, and women talking
Mm.
because of the subject it is dealing with.
So you're saying Triangle of Sadness will win Best Original Screenplay?
It won't. That
Eat
movie
the
is bad.
rich.
I think it will win only to piss you off. Like because of how Belfast also won, right? So
Yes.
Oh
Oh,
God, I
I
forgot
genuinely
that
think Triangle
happened.
will win
back.
screenplay.
Kya call back?
I know. Okay, moving on.
Yes.
Let's move on to acting.
नहीं, animated film and
Animated.
I
documentary
thought
and
animated documentary
सब
will
film
win
सब
the.
साथ में कर रहे हैं क्या? Okay, ठीक है.
I thought that will be
Okay.
better.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Talking
Yeah.
about acting, best actor in a leading role.
In a
Austin Butler's
supporting role,
Elvis,
but okay.
Colin. No, let's
Both.
go with leading. No, and
अच्छा
then
ठीक है. I mean, build up करना था. I thought suspense, but okay, fine.
अच्छा चलो
करो
ठीक है.
destroy.
Best actress in a supporting role.
Okay.
Fine.
Angela Bassett, Black Panther, Hong Chow,
What was this?
The Whale,
What
Kerry
was this?
Condon, The Banshees of Inisherin, Jamie Lee Curtis, Everything Everywhere, Stephanie Sue,
Everything.
Everywhere. Kerry Condon for me.
Everything, yeah.
I also think Kerry Condon should win, and I have a belief Kerry Condon might just win this.
I love her.
Mm.
She's so good.
She
So
might
good.
just
Man.
win
I
this
love
because
it.
of a very simple thing. Both Jamie Lee Curtis and Stephanie Sue are nominated from the same movie. There is a high possibility both of
They
them get
cancel out. But
Yeah.
Angela Bassett is winning now all the awards recently.
No. Just Kerry
No.
Condon. Best. No question.
Best
No
क्या?
doubt. Nothing.
अच्छा, okay, fine.
Best
Fair
actress
enough.
in a supporting.
I mean, I would think that I would push a little bit.
Then,
Like I had
then
other nominations outside which I would have preferred actually.
Hmm.
Nina Hoss for Tar. I think she's fantastic in like a very limited
Huh,
role.
I'm saying from like this, or otherwise, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, I know. I'll throw in my two rogue
हाँ
ones. I'll
हाँ
also throw.
भेजो
Hmm.
भेजो सर
एक
फेंको
एक
फेंको
तो
हाँ
Amartya will love because he loves this. Kristen Stewart
मैं
from
ढूंढ
Crimes of the Future is one
हाँ
of one of
nice
my
but I didn't
favorites.
think of
But
नहीं नहीं
I know
अमर्त्य को नहीं करो
you also
इसके
really like
लिए
it,
I
right?
don't we love it
Yes,
we
yes,
have
yes,
an episode
yeah.
if
yes.
you want to
And
listen to us talking about crimes of the future you can go and listen to the earlier episode
I
the
thought
link will be
I thought
also
she
in
was
description.
amazing in it, right? So okay, I put that out, and then the other one I have is Anne Hathaway from Armageddon Time.
Uh,
Hmm.
So those are the
हम्म,
two ones I
अरे
had.
डिसीजन रिलीज से भी कुछ ढूंढना पड़ेगा ना सो
नहीं
जंग
नहीं
यंग
सर.
सूक द मंडे ग्रैनी
the Monday Granny.
He's like,
Why the
really,
police
really.
officer is really good, no?
है
The first police officer.
Oh
नहीं
yeah.
नहीं ग्रैनी इज द बेस्ट
वो बेस्ट सपोर्टिंग एक्टर में
Actor
सब में है
में.
ना
So,
नॉमिनेशन तो
हाँ,
yeah.
fair. Okay.
हाँ
But Joe, honestly, Angela Bassett, I don't think will win. To be very
Okay.
honest with you, because I think she won क्योंकि अगर पैटर्न देखे, एंजेला बैसेट कौन सा जीता, पीजीए या कौन सा जीता उसने,
आई हैव नो क्लू
पीजीए
आई डोंट
प्रोड्यूसर्स,
इवन नो
कोई एक जीता,
PG I think 2 दिन
पीजीए,
पहले
yeah, she won the PGA. Jamie Lee Curtis wins the DGA, the Directors Guild Awards, and BAFTA जीता Kerry Condon. So
केरी
this,
कॉन्डन
so this thing is
अरे
very
समझ
even.
आ गया
BAFTA
sir. Kelly got it. I know she's the favorite.
No, so this
She's
thing is
our
very even.
favorite, मतलब the favorite I was saying. Sorry.
So this thing is very evenly matched. I genuinely think that both Stephanie Sue and Jamie Lee Curtis cancels each other out if they
Yeah.
seem nominated from the same.
but Dhruv your the rogue nominations all great also honestly
Also,
Kirsten
the
Stewart
other
I did I
third,
completely forgot
I know,
huh?
right? It's easy to forget. But no, the third thing I was saying was anyone from Woman Talking, which is my other thing.
sure
Yeah, that's how. This is the type
I
of thing
would
that
say
makes a mockery
I
of the whole thing,
I
also. So
if we are going
I
to be
don't
if
like
you're,
that movie also any of them so
you don't like
I
any
don't
of the
like,
performances.
he's just pissed
maybe Rooney Mara was like really good but again like I'm with
yeah
no,
Okay.
I
who
think
said
Rooney
who
Mara,
I think Aryan said Jesse Buckley was wasted right so yeah
yeah
I think
I'm
Rooney
with
Mara,
him
I think Rooney Mara was the standard definition of what a manic pixie dream girl should look like. Just put in that mnemonite context. So she
Okay.
was whatever.
ये काट देना ये मत डालियो ये
Uh,
कैंसिल
क्यों?
कराएगा
तुम
कैंसिल
लोगों ने
कराएगा
कैंसिल वैसे ही
अरे
करवा
आप
दिया
आ
है.
रहे हो ना इंडिया ना वापस हो जाएगा
and then
चल
and
जाएगा
then
I'm joking
yeah,
मैं
yeah,
मजाक कर रहा हूँ
and then the only actress I could think if there was a chance of a legitimate conversation, I think it would have been Claire Foy. She was
Claire
really good.
Foy, yeah, Claire Foy was really good.
She was really good. That's it.
I mean,
No,
again, I think that woman talking a thing makes a mockery out of the whole supporting actor. How do you nominate all of them? Like, I think it makes it all confused. Like, who gets nominated? If I mean, no one did. So, like, which is fine for you guys because you guys didn't like it. But as someone who did like the movie, I thought it was weird that it got
you know what?
cancelled out
You
of
know
the
what
way.
I'm glad. You know what I'm glad. I'm just glad that you did not fight for the movie in the fucking cinematography category.
Yeah, but I
I'm just
liked it. I didn't love it. I think there's a lot of merit in
I
the
mean we
film.
haven't discussed a lot of films that could have been nominated in
That movie looks like somebody poured mud on a Van Gogh painting.
Yeah, but it's
imagine
fine, man. Like
just,
it's. I mean, I
I'm
don't
just
mind this
imagining
color
Mud,
grading that much.
I'm
mud
just
on
imagining them nominating Ben
Ben
what's his
Wishaw,
name
Wishaw,
Ben
Wishaw.
Wishaw in the supporting actor male
I
category
mean, I would have him because I like
Except
him.
both that
and
movie
not
was
and
can-
not any of the women in this category I'm
I
just
mean, that would have been cause for cancellation.
Moving on. Best actor in a supporting role. Brendan Gleeson, Banshees of Inisherin. Brian Tyree Henry, Causeway. Judd Hirsch, Fablemans. Barry
Oh,
Keoghan, Banshees of Inisherin. Ki Hui Kwan, everything, everywhere.
This is a tough
who is
category. This is actually a very good category, I think,
this is a
mostly.
very strong
Yeah.
category.
I
Brendan
haven't
Gleeson
seen two
yaar
of them,
Brendan
so
Gleeson
Minus, I would just replace Judd
Judge
Hirsch
Paul
with Paul Dano.
with
Yes,
Paul,
that's the
yeah,
only thing
Judge
I would.
yeah
all
yeah
day, no? Okay.
all you know from Fablemans yeah
Fablemans only.
I
no,
would
not the
yeah
prefer
bad one.
Brendan Gleeson from this
Not,
anyway. Without you,
Oh, okay.
without.
You guys think
Brendan
okay?
Gleeson
I would
definitely
have it over. I would have Barry Keoghan. He's my favorite of the lot.
I
I
think
would
Gleeson was just.
I
Which
would put
basically
Brent,
means none will win.
yeah, yeah.
Kehua Kwan is
okay
the
No,
favorite,
no,
I think.
I would choose Brendan Gleeson over this in this also, but again, Ke Hui Kwan was actually really good in this
Yeah,
movie.
he's very, very
He
good.
was good. He's good, but I'm just like I like I don't know. I'm like inclined more towards
Hmm.
You
recent
want
Bollywood.
rogue? You want other rogue
Yeah, yeah.
nominations?
Peko, peko, peko,
Okay.
peko, peko.
Heku, NTR Junior for Triple R or RRR,
But
whatever you
he's
want to
not
say.
supporting.
For
He's
his
supporting.
not for the movie, but for his fake accent. Oh God, I've been
No,
watching
but
those like
he
variety
will
Kannada.
count as, so this is the whole debate we had last year also. Who counts as supporting? Who counts as lead? So वो
He's
उसमें हो
lead.
जाएगा.
No, he's lead. Those two are leads.
He's
They
lead,
don't
yeah.
count though ऐसे यार. I don't think so.
No,
Anyways, doesn't
this
matter. Leave him out. Fine. Ewan McGregor's voice in GDT is Pinocchio. Now, this is the whole type of thing, no? Like, if you're gonna do voice casting, then do these
Not
things.
bad, not bad. Not
I'm
bad,
saying
not bad,
rogue
honestly.
choices only. These won't get nominated.
Yeah,
Then,
but these are great choices.
I do.
Not
Ryan,
NTR one, I'm
and
talking
then
about
Ryan Sarlak from Hit the Road, the kid
I haven't seen.
who's uh,
Oh yeah.
who's a twerp, but like a really funny twerp. So yeah, these are my rogue choices. But yes, and Pascal
Call-
Gregory I had for One Fine Morning from, but I don't know if that counts as this year. That's Mia Hansen Lovka.
No,
Yes,
this year only.
this
It's
year.
this
Okay,
year.
then lots from that movie also
And
deserve.
also
Okay.
and also Colin Farrell for the Penguin, the Batman.
Yes, that was the other one I was saying. Penguin
Yes,
in Batman.
in the Batman. Yeah.
Okay.
Sanjeet
Your
is not
choice.
impressed.
Okay, moving
Yes.
on. Actress in a leading role.
Hmm.
Kate Blanchett, Tar, Anna de Armas, Blonde, Andrea Riseborough, To Leslie, Michelle Williams, The Fablemans, Michelle Yeoh, everything.
Wait to the actress, not अच्छा ठीक है
हो
I'm
गया
sorry.
भाई supporting यही था.
Supporting eight. I'm sorry.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
Anji,
Sorry,
what do you
sorry.
think stars?
Two
Okay.
two god
Michelle.
tier ones and then three very dubious ones. Let's just say that.
God tier ones are? God tier ones are?
Kate
Got
Blanchett
you
and
was
Michelle Yeoh.
You don't
genius.
like Michelle Williams wasn't good in
No,
Fablemans?
Not for
no,
me.
Okay.
no,
So
Okay.
no.
Okay. Okay.
yes.
Okay.
She's overacting to the extreme in that role.
Hurry. No.
No, I mean that is the assignment and she's
And I
doing it very
agree.
well. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is a
that is true.
problem I feel. Yes.
Yeah.
For me, it's Kate Blanchett. No doubt about that.
Really,
Because I could
I kind of want
no.
Michelle Yeoh to win this.
But then again, I just
Everyone-
watched Star, so it's like my recency bias also in it.
Probably.
Yeah.
So
But Michelle Yeoh,
I
I just watched Michelle Yeoh yesterday, so maybe it's my recency bias where I'm
this is
like,
the tough-
she's really good.
this is the toughest category. This is the toughest of the two because honestly,
Yeah.
I don't know which one to choose. They are both so good in the movies. It's
Mhm.
insane. And the others are not
mm,
in a competition. It's like whatever.
Kate
Whoever.
Blanchett has never won, right? I think she's
No,
won
she's won
supporting,
twice or thrice here.
she's
She
won it
won for
twice.
Blue
She's like the
Jasmine.
next.
but that was for supporting, if I'm not.
No, Blue
Blue
Jasmine,
Jasmine
try
was
your
best
favorite.
actress.
Woody.
Oh, damn, right? Yeah, of course, yeah.
Woody
No,
Allen.
I don't
2014.
think. I think they'll give it to Michelle.
Both
I
of them
think
are really worthy choice. I think those are like really
You
terrific
guys have
performances.
seen To Leslie also, right? So,
I
I
have
haven't.
seen, unfortunately.
huh, you guys. So,
I'm not here.
बोले unfortunately.
क्या लास्ट
wasn't
ईयर भी
good.
मैंने देखी
Straight
थी
up not
आईज
good.
ऑफ टामी फे यार तुम लोगों में से किसी ने नहीं देखी थी मैं वो परफॉर्मेंस के लिए बैठ के देख गया
Straight
परफॉर्मेंस
up
भी
not good
बकवास
or
थी
what? To
टू
Leslie.
लेस्ली you know it's I
Mm-hmm.
told a message basically that what's the guy
It's very
was
fun.
Sean
It's
Baker
very
has spoiled this genre basically because everyone who's imitating this type of thing is going to come off as fake or like has as like not authentic
Mm.
the small town indie film basically have
Mm-hmm.
you've seen Florida
Mhm.
Project right
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know the mother in that film she's a
Yeah.
total
Yeah.
mess and she
Yeah.
comes across as someone who's
Hmm.
genuinely properly like not healthy enough to have or to take care of the child
Kids. Yeah.
but she
Hmm.
is also in moments endearing in a way
Mm.
this is that
Okay.
without the authenticity so now you make of it what you will to
Okay.
Leslie is that and Andrea Riseborough
Okay.
who is generally a
Very
fantastic
good.
actress
Yeah.
I think
Hmm.
is doing the give me the award performance multiplied by 100. Like you can
Iron,
see the
iron,
performance
ironic because that multiplied by 100 thingy worked.
and it translated to the
Mm.
campaigning also, which is a weird sort of
I mean, there's
the
like a whole. I read about it, so I
You
know.
read about it, right? It's very,
Yeah.
very
Yeah. Very shady.
Yeah, it's
Well,
very low
but is
potential.
it shady on her part, or is it basically her using
Shady on the
whatever
books.
clout she
It's
I
has?
mean,
shady.
but that's the game, no? That's the game. That's
Not
why you play.
I from what I know, it's more less on her part and more on who's the producer? The producer, director is the husband of Mary McCormack, right? And
Yes.
Mary McCormack apparently has a lot of friends in Hollywood because of course
Mm.
she does. So it's
Hmm.
shady on her as well and the production part. I don't think it's shady
Okay.
on Anya Riceboro's part, to be very honest
Hmm,
with you.
hmm, hmm, hmm.
I
Okay.
mean, she's fine. Like, I
Tangled.
mean, I don't. I mean, it's better than the Jessica Chastain performance that won last year. So
Oh, she won last year.
Hmm.
I
Oh
don't
yeah,
remember
Yeah.
that.
yeah, she did.
yeah, and Anna de Armas
Ah,
again. This goes to
refer
I
to
don't.
blonde episode. Blonde
Yes,
episode.
Again,
refer
I
to
think
blonde.
it's the same Paul Mescal performance kind of a
Yeah, I
thing,
think we should
taking
all
off
just
the
talk
Twitter
about
buzz.
Tangway. We shouldn't
So
even discuss anyone in this category.
yeah. No, no. This is the one time. This is the one time blonde should have been moved and decision to leave should have been put in. Honestly, Be-
Tangway,
Oh,
Tangway,
doesn't
Tangway.
even come
Okay,
close for
I
me.
mean,
we will move
I
on.
have other rogue suggestions also if you want. Quickly, I can go through
yes.
them.
Feko, fatafat.
Okay, Juliette
Wait,
Binoche
Saint,
in
no,
both sides of the
Saint
blade.
Omer. Yeah,
Say what?
Saint Omer ka
Saint.
jo.
I was
Hmm.
about to say. Saint Omer's actress is Guslagi Malanda, who
Yes.
is Saint America lead performance.
Mm-hmm.
Tilda
Yes.
Swinton, The Eternal Daughter. Leia Seydoux, One Fine Morning. Jennifer Lawrence, Causeway. Margot Robbie, Babylon. So many
Oh,
options.
Jennifer Lawrence was good. Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence is very
Je-
good, I think.
Margot Robbie is brilliant.
I
Ink
think
and
Margot Robbie is
She's
great in
great.
Babylon. So
She's
yes.
great. Yeah,
Ink
100%. But
and
Tangway is the best. Okay. Let's move on to best actor in a leading role. Austin Butler, Elvis, Colin Farrell, Banshees, Brendan Fraser, Whale, Paul Mescal, Aftersun, Bill Nye, Living.
okay.
Uh,
First question. First question. Who among all of us has seen Living? That is my first
I
question.
have,
I
I
haven't seen.
have,
I
I
haven't
have.
seen. I haven't
And
Which?
how is he?
Living,
Living,
living.
living. Gina, sir,
And
Gina.
Living, okay.
Uh,
and how is he?
No
he's
wonder I
very,
didn't hear it. Yeah.
he's very good. He's very good.
Hiru.
He's very good.
Okay.
Okay.
He's, I mean,
मैं
Bill
तो
Nye
I think
can't
it's
be
Brendan
very.
Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, acha. I mean, he'll
Yeah.
win, you're saying.
No, no,
Mhm.
he's winning this. He's winning this easy. He's winning
He's
this.
winning this, and I like it too. I don't
Not
mind
Austin
if he
Butler?
wins.
You don't think he'll win?
I've seen like 20
I
minutes of it,
think
so I'm
Austin
not the
Butler
best
will
judge.
win.
So
I have a feeling Austin Butler might win, actually.
Unfortunately,
He's a huge.
I did not click with the performance. I did not
Okay.
like it.
He's the only part of that movie which works. What else works in that
I
movie?
know, but it's still not enough.
Still not enough.
Yeah,
not enough.
I mean, I agree. He's good. He's definitely way good. But
He's good in the sense that
look at the category now.
he's doing the acting thing. He's doing the acting thing. He's not doing the imitating.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's not
Yeah.
doing an imitation here, which is.
Hmm.
But
I
this
think it's
is
just the filmmaking that just
Fair enough.
waters it down for
Fair
me.
enough. I mean, my
honestly
favorite is Pharrell by a long margin. But
by long margin.
Brendan Fraser is very good in a very
Very good.
dubious film, I think.
Hmm.
So,
I wouldn't disagree with that, but
mm, but
because I see the point in your statement anyway.
Look,
I
he's
mean,
winning.
although
I
I
have
like
a
the film,
very
so it's
I
tell.
don't like that film. I think that the
controversial
more I
thing to
think
say
about it,
that
I don't like it. But okay, go ahead,
Which
Aryan.
what,
What
the
is it?
whale,
what are you saying, Aryan? What are you saying, Aryan?
the whale you're talking about.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
whale. The more I think about it, the less I like it. But yes,
No, I
no.
like it. I still
I
like it.
think
You
he
to
is
rewatched it.
genuinely. I think he'll win.
No,
I
he's
just
winning.
think the pacing was more laborious this time.
Yeah.
But genuinely, I think
I
it's
either
still
think it's yeah. I mean,
holds
I
for
either
me.
think the
So
script is a whatever.
Misfire.
Yes.
no, that I agree. The writing is below par. It's super mediocre. I just
Especially
think
that
it's
part now where he's where he
We
switches
won't
on
spoil it
the
because Amartya has not seen it.
camera
But
and all.
so yes,
I haven't
yeah.
Okay, sorry.
we won't
I'm
spoil
not
I
it.
think that one scene was just very.
Anyways,
Again,
what were you
So
saying,
I was
Aryan?
saying,
Yeah,
yeah, I was saying that I have a very
controversial opinion. Yes.
interesting point to make. Yeah, that I genuinely think out of these nominations and in general, and definitely there's a lot of bias, but Paul Mescal's performance from Aftersun, I think, was my favorite performance from last year from any
Okay.
actor.
Mm-hmm.
Because
But
just for this one scene, okay, there's this one scene where Sophie, where she says something very rude, okay,
Hmm.
to Paul Mescal's character, to her father. And Paul Mescal, he's just sitting there right next to her. This comes near that song
Mm-hmm.
right in the middle of the film, and where it takes on a very different meaning, where the context shifts. So this comes right before that, where she just tells him that don't pretend that you have money to buy this.
Hmm.
Okay, and Paul Mescal, he's just looking in front. He's not looking anywhere around the camera, nor at Sophie.
Yeah.
And for a second, he thinks that she's just joking and she's just being sarcastic or witty. And then there's this subtle reaction, there's a subtle realization
Hmm.
where he just lets it sink in. And that's where he realizes that she actually meant this.
Hmm.
And there's this thing that Paul Mescal does with his eyes, which
Hmm.
it just devastated me in normal people. And I think it's an
Hmm.
extension of that personality, of that trait that he carries on and that he brings to this film.
Hmm.
And I think no other actor, no other young actor, no other contemporary actor
Ah,
brings that level of melancholia in his
got it.
eyes.
I
Mm.
And I
will. I will
genuinely
look
think
at.
that this is the
Yeah. I will look at this once I rewatch it, considering I actually have no recollection of this scene also, so it
I
might be something I
understand.
will.
No, no, I
And
remember. I what you
again, the last thing that it's obviously the movie is not very overtly. It never overtly, apart from the obvious needle drops, it never overtly addresses the trauma that his character. We never come to learn, right, that what happened with him. Why
Yeah.
is he uh,
Yeah.
on verge of financial instability and on verge of committing a suicide? Basically, we never know
Yeah.
what happened, right? But the way he looks tired and laid back through his body,
Yeah.
his body language throughout the film, and his eyes, I think it's
But it's like, I think I completely remember which scene you are talking about, and
Yeah.
honestly,
mm,
I agree with you. I also
yeah.
think the last scene in which he looks at Sophie in a way, but then
Oh
the
yeah,
camera shifts and he's looking at you, and then he
yeah.
points down, points back up, and then starts walking away. That scene is also devastating. And what I took from it is the fact that I think there are very few people who can show what depression looks like physically.
Mm,
Who can show depression, how it affects you physically, how it affects your posture and stance. I think Paul Mescal's character was trying to show the relaxed posture, but when he's walking towards the beach or when he's walking alone, his posture changes. And
mm,
in these sorts of movies, all these micro changes are very important because other than
Interesting.
that, there are no overt changes.
Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I'll rewatch it and see it. When you said this whole thing about people or actors representing depression good on screen, my first thought went to Casey Affleck in Manchester by the Sea.
Manchester
yeah,
by the Sea.
Manchester by the
Yeah,
Sea.
Yeah.
Manchester versus yeah.
Uh, and I feel even
Again,
Pharrell
that
does it
was
really well. Pharrell and Gleason
that's
both do it somewhat pretty. At least again,
Mm,
maybe it's the film having the effect more on me than said
Mm-hmm.
particular thing.
also
But yes,
the Manchester by the Sea comparison is actually apt here because Casey Affleck's character
mm,
in the present days, he's also very slouched down. He's also
yeah,
very,
exactly.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
Totally.
all.
yeah,
But it's also because guilt is acting around him, and
yes.
we know the narrative is
I
the
mean, this
thing
is
which
told from
makes
different perspectives, no? Like Manchester by the Sea is capturing his perspective more so than anyone else's, versus this is
the
about
Mm-hmm.
the daughter remembering fragments
yeah
of
the
her father, sort of
it's
like
not
that.
it's not even fragment. It's not even remembering fragments. It's also trying to understand the fragments.
Yes, of
It's
course.
like what happens when you finally reach adulthood, when you finally
Yes,
reach your father's age, and you try to realize what he was going through during that age.
yes,
I'm just
Mm,
saying that that's what the screenplay looked like. I'm not saying the movie executed it well, but I'm just
yes,
saying that that's what happened.
yes.
So
No, but that's
Mm-hmm.
great. My rogue choices के पहले DTL बोल दो भाई, Park Hale. Press done.
absolutely,
आप डालो
Yes.
सर थोड़ा सा
Rogue
अपनी
choices.
choices
Jack
डालो.
Lowden, Benediction. Where is the guy? I think
mm,
that's probably my favorite performance of
Where
last year.
is the guy?
I mean,
Okay. हाँ.
you can listen to our best of mid-year में जो किया था, and I would have told you
Mm-hmm.
that time कि कुछ ही नहीं आएगा Benediction का अभी,
Mm-hmm.
which
mm.
is
No, it was obvious
understandable,
from
of
that time
course.
only.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
No, no,
I
I'm not
really
trying
want
to
to.
prove
I
that
really want to.
I'm a
No, no, I
yes.
really need to see this movie because I have seen Jack Lowden in something else, and
He
he's a
is.
fantastic
Oh,
actor.
he's insane in this movie. Anyways, other
So
ones,
Mm.
Viggo Mortensen, Crimes of the Future. I
Crimes of
think
the
he was
Future.
very
Yeah.
good.
Very
Uh,
good, yeah.
I agree. He's hilarious.
Daniel Daniel Craig in Glass Onion. Gabriel
Mm,
LaBelle in The Fablemans, which I thought he was really
Oh,
really good.
amazing. Yeah.
He's
Underrated
good. He's
performance, I feel.
Yeah.
Then there's this movie which I don't think a lot of people have seen, The Inspection. The movie itself isn't great, but I feel the act
good. Jeremy Pope is fantastic.
he's very good.
He's fantastic.
Diego Calva in Babylon,
Babylon.
he's very good.
He's very good.
No,
I
Sanjeev?
really liked him until in that one scene where
Yeah, Aryan hasn't seen it,
Margot
so you
Robbie.
need to
Okay.
tiptoe around.
No, it's a non-spoiler, but it's like around like the third quarter of the film where
There's a lot
Margot
of
Robbie comes
quarters
to
in that film, Sanjeet. It's a long film.
yeah. My point being when Margot Robbie comes to his house saying that she
Yes, yes,
lost
Yes.
some
understood.
money
Where
to,
his
Mm.
yes,
and
yes, yes.
that part
Yeah.
he was acting. You get it? He was
Okay.
acting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Ah, right.
that's where I was like, no, he just
No, Park Hale.
For
Decision to leave.
okay, definitely.
spirit animal. He's my spirit
When
animal.
if for Colin Farrell's clip that they play at the Oscars in the ceremony, I really hope that someone comes up with a compilation of all the time that he goes at the camera. And that his reaction, his acknowledgement to his sister, telling him, validating him that no, you're not dumb. You're a good man. And he's like, now Ali.
But Park Hale in Decision to Leave captures the quintessential person, who is so pissed off that he was duped. He's so pissed off.
Autobiography है ना sir, इसलिए ज़्यादा वो है.
More or less, yes.
Okay, we'll wrap up.
The wrap up नहीं है
fast.
अभी, बहुत भी
नहीं
है.
नहीं
Sir.
नहीं मैं कह रहा हूँ बहुत ज़्यादा है, थोड़ा wrap up in the sense थोड़ा fast करते हैं.
Yes,
Hurry
we
करो.
can release this in
Like,
2 parts, you know,
you're-
Sanjeet.
So you are playing the part
We can
of
release it in 2 parts.
the Oscar jury, right?
Yes.
The broadcasters, I mean.
Yes, sir.
It's
You want
like
to split it into 2.
each
You want to
each
do
film.
best picture, the best picture animation, ये सब in the second part. We can do that also.
I don't
I think
know.
that would
Yeah,
work
Can do.
better.
Let's do it.
Huh?
Let's do
Better?
it. Okay. Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
खत्म कर दो sir.
Okay.
इसका वो करो हाँ.
Okay. So this is the end of the episode, surprisingly, because even we didn't know that we'll make it a two-parter.
Impromptu sir,
But
come on.
impromptu
This is as
decision.
This is
abrupt
our
as-
Impromptu decision to leave.
This
Come
is
on.
as abrupt as
Khatam.
자욱한 이 거리 그 언젠가 다정했던 그대의 그림자 하나 생각하면 무엇 하나 지나간 추억 그래도 애타게 그리는 마음 그 사람은